Wan-Bissaka's mainstream as fuck, dude. Yeah, everyone gives him credit. Wan-Bissaka's a safe jersey to get.
This out of here.
He's humble. He works
He's young.
hard.
He's a little ambitious, you know.
But like what I'm saying is like you're not reaching. It's not getting a Fred jersey.
No,
That's like,
who's it? Borthwick Jackson.
In the midfield.
What happened to the
Borthwick
T-Rex
Jackson.
arms?
Get on the mic.
You should have got a Jones jersey.
Yeah, that's a big
That's
risk.
heart right there.
Yeah, that's big
Bert.
risk, dude.
That's Bert.
I love
Is my
it.
mic working? Can you tell me? Yeah, it's
No,
working.
it's not working, dude.
It's
Kill
not
that
working.
mic. Kill that mic.
Damn.
PFC 320. We are in here. Premier League Matchday 16 review. Matchday 15 was midweek. Don't worry, Arsenal fans. We are going to touch on it. Touch on it.
Don't need to.
Just before we get
need
started
to.
on the match day review, seeing as it's the end of the decade coming up, we're in the last month of the past 10 years. We have so stay tuned. We have a special topic at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that.
Cool, man. Let's get into it, man. The Manchester Derby, one of the biggest derbies in the world here. Obviously, El Clasico will have something to say about that. Boca Junior, River Plate will have something to say about that. But I would say top three, maybe top five.
Top three.
Top five rivalries in the world. But let's get into it, man. Man United with a massive upset at the Etihad, the
Wasn't even an upset,
Etihad.
bro. Wasn't even an upset.
2-1. The Man United young boys, the guys.
What you saying, Tom? Yeah, eat your za, bro. Eat your za.
Rashford and Martial both score goals in different ways. Rashford gets
Oh, I
himself
thought
a
Rooney and
penalty.
Ronaldo scored those goals.
Hey.
Oh, I
saw
must
those
have mistook them, my
comparisons.
bad.
I saw those comparisons floating around, man, and it's absolutely incredible, man. You watch Match Day 15, you see the big drama story: Ole versus Jose Mourinho. Pochettino comes out before that game and he says he wants the Man United job, just rattling Ole's cage. Ole smash and grab. The game was at Old Trafford, but I feel like it was a smash and grab victory for United against Spurs, and then they backed that up again with coming to City, another smash and grab.
I love this. This is perfect. Ole's doing just enough to keep the job, so you cannot hire
That's
Poch.
what I'm saying.
This is the best. This is best case scenario for every other team in
Told
the
you
league
that
right
the
now.
Dasani water, bro.
So if
I get mixed up
if
anymore.
Ole doesn't win these two games, and then maybe he loses to like Leicester or something, you guys
we
have a
already
chance.
beat Leicester, so no. We already beat Leicester, so.
Yeah, we did 1-0.
Isn't Leicester coming up?
Only team to keep Leicester to 0 all season.
No, but isn't Leicester coming up on your
Look, maybe
schedule?
again because we're swinging again.
Yeah, that's what I
'cause
mean.
it's After
So
match day
I'm talking
18.
about.
We have Everton next.
Oh yeah, okay. So maybe Everton I was thinking of, but the point
We'll
is,
lose to them.
we probably will, dude. Let's
oh,
not
yeah,
get it
Burnley
twisted.
too as well. But the point is, if you lost points to these guys, and you actually had a chance at being in the relegation zone, I think if that happened, then you say Ole, bye, and you bring in Poch, something like that. But now, because you're in 5th place, Ole has a job
Ole's
till
at
at
the
least
wheel.
till at least probably the end of January.
Look,
so you do some transfers.
I
always-
think this buys them till the end of the season and beyond. I mean, like, listen, point still stands. I still want Poch over Ollie, but, like, can't doubt this guy in the big games, man. He's undefeated against the top 6. I think he's got 1 draw.
Is it
Two
the
wins.
whoa?
I think he's got 2 draws and 2 wins.
Is it
3
the
wins.
manager?
3
Is it the manager
Chelsea.
or is
Listen,
it the team?
Huss,
Because
Huss.
even
It's
the
a
team.
combination-
No, but the point is the team was always doing well top 6. Yeah, you lost to
Yes.
Man City, but
Yes.
besides
Huss,
that
Huss.
team, this team the United team has potential. It has talent. The thing is, they just weren't living up to what it was.
To answer your question, he's gonna last the end of the year
At least.
But until like it usually is, until Champions League is unattainable, top 4 is unattainable.
That's
Then
the
they'll
key.
make a decision.
That's the key, Al.
So
That's
if it go, I mean,
well
they're
said.
5 points off Chelsea in 4th place, so like we're back in it. Like Chelsea are faltering of late, injuries. Frankie losing games officially, you know. But with Poch out there floating around, man, as good as Ole's doing, imagine Poch with these players,
Dude.
with Martial and Rashford.
And
Guys,
there's
the
been-
league-
Papa comes back in.
The league is so fickle, man. If we go on a 4-game losing streak or another streak, I think we went, away games, like we hadn't won in 10 away games.
we have
or
one
something
in.
like that.
We have 2 now in 11 away games.
Exactly. So, like, if we go on another streak like that, the news is going to come back, guys. Like, this is a roller coaster season for United. It's high highs, as Huss would love to say, and low lows, dude. It's the season we're having. So, right now, it's a high situation. We face 2 top 6 teams, beat both of them back to back in different ways as well.
Tactically,
Let's speak
was
more about
Ole-
this game. Yeah.
Was
Bro,
Ole,
he out-
did he
midweek-
out-tactic
Mid-
Pep Guardiola
Hold on,
and
let me
Mourinho?
give you
No,
some-
the players showed up. Man.
Midweek.
That's what fucking happened.
Hold on.
The players showed. Look at
one player.
dude.
There's one player who showed up and changed everything.
Number 10.
Marcus Rashford.
He's gonna say Fred.
One player.
He's
Are you
gonna
talking
say
about Fred?
One play.
Freddie
Rashford?
Scotty fucking McTominay.
Whoa. This not
He's
the
the
first
heart of
time,
the team,
though.
dude. After they score the goal, he pulls everyone in. He's fucking yelling at them in the middle.
It's not like he just shut up.
I don't
Like he's
know.
been that guy. You know,
For someone that acts so manly
Yeah,
and so tough, he went down pretty easily a couple
he's
times.
selling. He's selling the job.
dude, he's getting caught.
It's a fire.
I
That
think
midfield's
VAR.
professional.
No,
Dude,
I
we
think
said
VAR
that
needs to come back. No, VAR
What's up,
needs to
good
come
doozy?
back. Dude, stop.
We said
VAR needs to come back and really give people yellow cards for diving. If you get barely nicked and you go down,
Fine,
yellow card.
whatever.
VAR needs to just be like, yo, give that guy yellow
Whatever.
card. We saw
He
it.
got
Eye
kicked.
in the sky season. No, they
Scott
need to
McTominay
nip this in the
comes
bud.
in.
We even heard it
All right.
in the game today. The commentators were even talking about it in the game today, which is people going down too easy. There needs to be some sort of contact.
Dude, and there needs to be, okay, fine, but there needs to be a rule against defenders bear hugging in the box.
That's
Did you
fine,
watch
but barely getting- no,
but there's no one complaining when Yerry Mina and Michael Keane were bear hugging Van Dijk, and I hate Liverpool. Can't stand Liverpool, but they weren't defending him. Michael Keane had
Well,
him around the
screaming for a
neck, and
penalty.
Yerry Mina, dude, but
You
no
weren't
one's
screaming.
complaining about that VAR.
That
No
is
one's
defending.
complaining about that.
That is
Hypothetically
defending.
Thank you.
In the box, that is defending.
God forbid a fucking forward gets nicked and goes down. Everyone cries. But on every single fucking corner, defenders are pulling players down.
No,
Dude, it goes both ways, man. Fuck that.
No, I fully understand. We agree with that.
You don't, because the first example you bring up, you don't bring up defenders holding. You bring up forwards diving every time.
No. I'm not even talking about him diving. I'm talking about like midfield barely gets touched. I forget what it was, and he just drops to his. Or no, actually, no, it wasn't.
There's contact.
No, but the point is he barely gets
He's
touched.
allowed to go down.
And
If there's contact,
we do agree.
you can do whatever you want. The
We
ref
do-
won't book him, but hey, it's a foul.
No, I never disagreed with you on the bear hugging part. I think that's ridiculous.
Didn't
But
hear you
can
say-
but I'm saying.
Didn't hear you say this about
no,
Origi
this-
when he
this-
fell
this-
against
so-
Liverpool, bro.
So the point
against
is,
Man United. I mean, sorry.
So the point is, I think it is ridiculous when people do holds and just grab everything
I
during
wanna
the
hear you
corners.
say it every week, like you talk
I
about
think
diving.
there should be more contact during corners. Yeah, don't be as
More?
touchy. But no, I'm saying is more than open play and everything like that. But I'm talking about McTominay. There was at one point barely got touched. I'm talking about even like barely just like rubbed on the arm or whatever it was, and he went down. That to me, yellow
Oh,
card.
you mean like Salah does? You mean like Mane does? Dude, it's part of the game.
No, that's fine.
Firmino
Like, yellow
does it
card.
too.
The game needs to get back to
Huss is keeping the same energy.
Dude,
He's been
Salah
on the
goes
diving
down-
thing for like 5 years now.
My whole life. I kicked someone in the fit. No, I'm not going to go there. There was a bad. I had a bad day.
Let's
There was
talk about this game.
There was some
Tom
problems going on.
brought up the tactics.
And as
No,
I was
City-
getting into just before, we were interrupted by freaking diving and shit, taken away from the United.
no, because
performance.
that
That was the whole 5
Ole Gunnar
Alright,
Solskjaer out
let's get this
Jose
out,
the
guys.
Jose. He out Jose. Facts.
How?
No, he didn't. I don't know. Jose came out and said Spurs did not follow his instructions. Ali came out and said we did not follow Jose's instructions. So I think obviously it's Ole versus Jose, so like that's going to be the spin. But it's literally the Tottenham players coming in, seeing a wounded animal that is United,
A wounded animal. I like
thinking that they
analogy.
could take over. And you saw in those first 15 minutes how high Spurs was and how much United was finding space.
Dude,
Instead
United
of Pep
was-
watching that game and seeing how effective United is, the first game against
Pressing,
Chelsea,
dog.
Chelsea was like, oh, top 6 versus top 6, we're not going to respect you. We smacked them for 4. When you play United high in a pressing, it's over for you. It's over.
Look,
front three.
That's
I
why
think
we lose to
as-
smaller teams, because smaller teams
Because
just
we have
pack
the
it
ball.
in.
Yeah,
there was an
yeah.
athletic
It is.
article that was like, you want to beat United? Give them the ball.
That's it.
and
And that's why we cry. That's why me and Al will sit there and cry for Bruno Fernandes, because when you pack
He
it
can
in
play.
like that, you
He can
need
play.
guys
He
like
can
that
play
to
in the middle.
unlock.
Yeah, no, I got
Ghetto
you.
Bruno and Juan Mata, but we know he's on his last legs.
Yeah.
But as far as the Manchester derby, I think you guys need to thank Jurgen Klopp, because he is the one who laid out the blueprint on how to beat Manchester City.
No.
Clutch
Leave
dude.
2 wings high, right? Leave Daniel James, leave Marcus
Rafa
Rashford up
Benitez,
high.
bro.
Have your central guy,
Rafa
Martial.
Benitez.
Have your central guy. No, it's a different way that they do it. The way
We had 28% possession, bro.
I know,
We
but
had
the way
28%.
Rafa
Let's not
does
finish.
it
You only get like
typically
down.
is
You only
he'll
get
pack-
through like the first part of it.
Rafa packs everyone behind the ball. What United was doing at times, they'd leave 2 wingers up high. Therefore,
Robertson-
the fullbacks couldn't overload, right? So now you pin the fullbacks back. Martial, he had to work a little bit hard. He doesn't have the Firmino work rate, Huss, but he'll drop in sometimes, take the defensive midfield
He's
away.
got more league goals
And then
than him
on
this
the break,
season.
Daniel James, who always dubbed the greatest, the best defensive winger in the world. I love that. Because that's like a way to give a guy confidence. Like, okay, you may not be fully developed in your attacking game, but defensively,
he was eating Angelino off the pitch. He ate him up.
That's hard.
Rashford finding pockets of space out wide, and you saw City had to adapt. Their fullbacks were like, shit, we can't go forward.
You saw, like Jose called it, and this is what I've been fighting about for a long time. Rashford from the left wing, essentially cutting in and that ball into him.
Do you agree, Snacks?
He plays up the middle.
Do you agree?
When it's working, I agree.
I've been against that. Yeah, I've been against it. He can do both, but he's way more effective right now at this stage in his career at that left wing, cutting in. Dude, he hit one off the crossbar.
Dude, that's literally Mbappe at PSG when he couldn't play the number 9. He had to play right wing because Cavani and Neymar had the left, and you just saw him cutting in, drifting in, and he just makes things happen. So you can play this false kind of two position system.
The big difference between last year and this year for City, in my mind, is this year they're making so many more mistakes. And what I'm saying is, they're taking shots, but they're not getting the shots on net. Yeah. Look at the penalty. That's foolish. To hip check someone.
Dude, they look tired. City look tired, man.
They don't do that.
City look tired.
They could be tired, but why?
They just played 3 days ago, 4 days ago. Like it's a quick turnaround. They've been at that fucking hellbent speed for 2 years in a row.
Almost everybody has.
But dude, Liverpool has. They've been winning the league.
This is the worst game I saw Bernardo Silva play.
It's the fatigue of the message, the fatigue of the system. He needs to get fresh blood in there. That's what it comes down to.
Dude, he needs Mahrez to play.
He needs Mahrez to play.
If Mahrez came on, he had 2 chances. He had a good dude cut in, wide open left foot shot. Should have probably scored.
But he had 2 chances because Shaw was tired at that point. Like Mahrez started, I think, a game ago, and he did jack shit. Bernardo had to come on.
But Man City excel at finding space.
You know who they missing?
Everyone finds space. So just let.
But like everyone knows the blueprint now. So you need fresher guys who, at one-on-one situations, can make things happen. Everyone knows how to play Sterling. Of course, he's good. But in the Premier League, he's kind of been mute.
Sané's blistering pace. You can't plan for that.
You can't plan for that. Mahrez, we all know he's cutting inside, and sure, he can go outside and cross it. But like, okay, that's not a worst case scenario.
Before Sané tore his ACL, he was starting to bang in free kicks, guys.
Yeah, dude.
So
power.
So like, we actually say
they need to recycle the squad. Get like
if they have Sané and Laporte right now. Are they winning? Are they first place?
They're right with Leicester.
They're sniffing your butthole at second place. Yeah, just sniffing.
They're not losing because to Wolves. Right now they're not losing to.
They're not losing to United.
The way you were talking about Sané is last year we saw Sané do well, then we saw Sterling do well. We saw Sané do well, then Sterling. Right now there's no Sané.
Exactly.
Yeah, we talk about Mahrez, we talk about Silva.
It was Bernardo once in a while.
We can rate Mahrez, we can rate Silva, but I think Sané has that. He's going to be special. He's going to be. He's going to be if he. Depending on his injury, I don't know. He could be top 5 in the world special.
What about the biggest character?
But Mahrez and Bernardo Silva, no, they won't be. Yeah. Even if they have good years. No, yes, but what I'm saying is, where there's what I'm saying is they offset each other. Kind of what Salah and Mane have been doing. When one gets hot, one doesn't. When the person heats up, the other person. So with Sané and
the biggest character Huss we're missing is Aguero. Like when Man City doesn't have the spearhead,
top 6. You want Aguero in there. You want an S on the chest.
Yeah.
Nope. Jesus,
I ain't having it, bro.
I know you ain't having it.
I'm not saying he's washed. I'm not saying he's shit. But he has been in a very poor form.
In this game, how did Jesus play?
Like shit, bro. He's marked out of the game.
Who would you
Aguero would have gotten marked out. I would start Aguero.
Yeah, you would have started Aguero.
That's what they're saying.
That's all I'm saying.
But I'm not saying Aguero was the reason they didn't win the game.
No. I'm just saying in a game like this,
you need a guy like
Aguero, a dude who he's going to draw attention. He's going to draw more attention than Gabi.
And also that goal that Martial scored, that snapshot, left-footed, out of nowhere. That's an Aguero type goal. That's why you have Aguero in there for those like scrappy in the 6 snapshot shit. Like that's why in a big 6 game. In the top 6 game, you always want Aguero in there because he's scrappy. But he has been marked out of games, to your point.
That's my point. Like I just feel like in the form he was in coming into this game, assuming he was healthy.
Might have. But like,
we would have been
Aguero.
It's Aguero. You get that extra ilch, and you're definitely more worried about him than you are Gabi Jesus. But like,
actually, point of contention, dude. Look, on the handball with Fred, I'm disappointed NBC didn't even cover this. They didn't even bring this topic up.
Not a handball.
Fred sliding in. He plants his right hand down. Trying to block the cross with his left foot. The ball, this is right at the end of the first half.
Yep.
Whoever was crossing the ball, probably Bernardo, someone like that, it hits Fred's hand. Long story short, right? The hand that he's planting with, is that a penalty kick? Should VAR have reviewed it?
No.
They did review it, but like they didn't stop the game, but they reviewed it and they said no.
I'm pretty sure
like those quick reviews.
I don't understand, man. Like,
I'm pretty sure it's in the rule book that like when you're going down,
like,
your plant hand doesn't count as a handball.
Position.
Yes, Stacks.
Is that not a handball?
Because I think the commentator is like,
if you're
way behind you?
No, if you're sliding and like your chest hits and you trail your arm behind you, that is because that's not natural.
Okay,
you're making yourself bigger. But if you're sliding and you're landing on the side of your butt or whatever, your thigh, and you plant your arm down.
EPL today covered it. He would break his arm if he just falls down.
That's a natural
dislocated
sliding position.
If you watch the replay,
you guys to talk to Ego about this because
if you watch the replay,
Bertrand, I think
the replay in slow motion, man, like he's tucked in all the way down. He's about a foot off the ground.
Yeah.
Then he throws the arm out, the last possible second. So he was doing everything.
Could it have been him saying, "Okay, this is my natural position. I have every right to quickly get my hand in the way"? Yes, but he has the protection of the rules. Dog. No, it is, but like it's reflex, dog. I don't think he's sitting there deciding. But I'm like, yo, get your hand down.
I just happen to think that's a natural position. If it happens, it sucks. I get it for the attackers, but what are you going to take? Planting with your hand.
Speaking of,
I don't think it's a handball.
Can we talk about Marcus Rashford for a second?
Big game player, bro. Top 5 in the Prem.
Top 5 in the Prem. Trivial bullshit, man. Marcus Rashford. Coming in
on current form, top 5 in the Prem.
Before our very eyes.
On current form, top 5 in the Prem.
Shut up.
Oh my God, dude.
He should have had a hat-trick this game, man.
Should have had
3 goals.
First half hat-trick.
The one where the ball came in from the side from...
dude, that was from Fred, dude. Lingard.
Fred played that ball.
To Lingard. Jumps, springs that counter attack, plays it out to Fred.
Dude, he should have taken a touch and then gone left. Or just fucking put it on target.
He should have executed.
If he executed that, dude, the way he's been balling against Spurs, I mean, his penalties are on now, 2-2 games. Penalties have helped United in the last 2 games as well.
Dude,
without these penalties, we'd be like, shit, we tied, we lost.
It's the way we play, man.
Without these penalties,
we're on the counter. We're just so like when we're even if we're building, like we're in there, we're just so dynamic in the box that like I'm pretty sure we have the most penalties in the Premier League right now.
We have 7 penalties. I think the next team has 4.
Yeah, so like that's just the way we play. So like
you buying the refs, okay?
Oh, with VAR? Yeah, no,
buying the refs.
Yeah. Hey, quick shout out before we get to Kyle Walker, man. Prove this guy still at the top level.
Is he? Because the fucking he slipped a couple times, dude.
He slipped literally like on the ground.
He did, you know,
banana shoes. But man, by and large, like, dude, this guy like he's playing. Who he's playing next to? John Stones, who sucks.
Trash.
All right, and Fernandinho, man. Like, so he's out there by himself, essentially holding it down. Yeah. This whole right side of the field in the back.
Just before we move on,
him and Rashford going at the whole game, dude. Rashford just getting bodied by Walker the whole time.
He's a beast.
Fred, as you brought up, immense. Like
last 2 games,
and we got to talk about the elephant in the room. Paul Pogba's been out for 3 months. Didn't play this game. Bro, he's not getting into this.
Thank God he didn't play.
He's not getting into this.
Dude, he's leaving into the
his only hope. Can you let me finish?
Take Lingard out. Put Pogba there.
Now we got a jersey though.
His only hope is
I hope you never manage a team ever.
Hold on.
His only hope is getting into that number 10 position. I don't count that as part of the midfield. I count that as part of the front 4.
Dude, we talked. Hey, Huss,
are you playing a 4-2-4 now?
You gotta count it, dude.
Hey, Snacks. You and I talked about this before, and I was saying, yeah, that's great, but dude, we won against City because Lingard. Dude, he's the only.
Give him his props.
He's the
Beat
only.
him up,
dude. All he's good at is running. Like he's great recovery.
His running caused the goal in the first game.
Listen,
you won. Let's break this down.
Shut up.
You won against City because
how do you overtake the conversation from left field every time?
You won against City because of Lingard, not because of Rashford, not because Wan-Bissaka, but because of Lingard. Just getting that straight.
Lingard? No, Lingard.
Lingard left United like 5 years ago.
I said Wan-Bissaka.
Listen. I say that because it was all about, dude. This whole game was based around defense. We got the 2 goals. We defended like fucking lions, and that happened from the front. Lingard's the only guy involved in the box with our chances, and then sprinting back to half at least behind the ball. Look, every single time.
Gotta give Lingard.
So he's challenging the ball. Like you stop Man City at half or higher because he was constantly running,
and he's an offensive threat. So if he wins it, they're in trouble.
He had a couple of shots.
That's his purpose. But he needs to do more. But like that's all he's good at.
He's really good
against PSG. This is what we did, and we won because Lingard worked up and down the middle.
He's a big game player.
He won't do anything, but he runs.
Tell me if you switched out Pogba and Lingard right now, you would not have won.
Dude, I'm just saying. No, I'm saying you get less work rate. You're gonna get a completely different player.
I don't know.
He's not making those runs, but he's not.
No,
maybe half the time. Maybe half the time.
He has a special component.
No, Huss.
It just changes things. It changes a lot.
All it is. All you would do is say, okay, Pogba's not going to work back. That means whoever's the winger, Daniel James or
one
Rashford,
of them has to
have
drop
to work back even more. Like Fred and McTominay.
But that's going to fuck with the tactics because you want your wingers high at times.
No, unless you go with a 4-2-3-1, where like now you're playing with mids, like a low block 4-2-3-1.
But again, the tactic initially was let's leave those guys high and almost play a false
against
nine
City, against
Manchester City.
So, but I'm saying like maybe in a City game, you use Lingard because you need more industry. But like Pogba's not going to sit, dude. He's not.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Lingard's better than Pogba, and I agree with your point. I mean, we still definitely stand a better chance
so much
on paper with Pogba instead of Lingard.
In the team.
But not just on paper. No, it's just in real life. He has
special components, but so much has to change in our tactics and our system.
I understand that. In big games, Pogba doesn't play. In this game, he would if he was fit. Bench him. Bring him on later.
Do you think?
No, way.
But
dude, don't say that, man.
But what I'm saying is, he has a special component. He has that special. He has that star in FIFA. Like he's special.
He's brilliant.
Just like Sane right now.
Just say, man. Wan-Bissaka took
Wan-Bissaka took Sterling out of the game. Well, guess what? The other side was Bernardo Silva. You put Sane over there, or you put Sane with Wan-Bissaka, then Sterling is wide open going against Shaw because you know he's going to eat him alive. But I think Sterling's going to eat Shaw alive, not Wan-Bissaka. So that's a double spread. But if you have, I think Sane is actually the biggest miss right now for City in this game.
Laporte.
No, not even Laporte. I know. Let me finish. That's the point. You just stepped over. But the point is,
I know.
The point is, it's Sane, not Laporte, because those goals, which one's Laporte really going to stop? Neither one really.
Martial one he could stop.
But the point is, Sane, if he's on this field, he's the one that was doing special things at special times, at special moments.
We don't know that.
At the end of the year.
Yes.
No, what I'm saying is he's the one that last year did the special moments against Liverpool and then also against someone else.
Huss.
Fine, let's not assume that. Let's not assume that Laporte would be better than
Laporte. Could have easily blocked Martial off. He plays left center back. Martial was in like a left center back region. He turned the dude was late. It wasn't John Stones or Fernandinho stepping out to him. He was a little bit late. Laporte could have blocked that shot.
Rodrigo was fucking bad.
That quality, but we're playing ifs, ands, or buts.
Too iffy.
Let's move on to the next game.
Wan-Bissaka, best defensive fullback in the world.
Oh my god, dude! With the hot takes,
name a better defensive fullback.
Hot takes, man. Kieran Trippier, boom.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Yeah, move on, bro. Move on. Shut down.
Two
top 5 wingers in the Premier League in the span of 4 days.
Liverpool. Let's get into it, Huss. Your boys.
Shit pool.
How they do, bro?
Shit pool.
Normal day.
Yeah,
just normal.
All right, let's move on.
Just business.
Move on. Next topic.
Business.
Yeah. All right. Next game.
So the point is, they just keep rolling. They gave Mane the rest right there. And look, the previous 2 times they went to Bournemouth, the last 2 years they beat them 4-0. I wasn't gonna say, this is an easy game, but they seem to have they seem to have Bournemouth's number right now. But it ended 3-0. Liverpool, they cruised.
You know what I like?
This could have been much worse. But the big thing is, it's not even with Liverpool. The big thing is with Bournemouth losing Nathan Ake to it looked like a hamstring.
Callum Wilson as well.
Well, Callum Wilson big, but I think Ake is actually...
Callum Wilson not big. He hasn't scored, I think, in 7 games. So, like, of course,
that's both
you want to
starters.
But, like,
you lost 2 starters.
Yeah,
one who's not on form, but you lost 2 starters.
But they've played without him the last 2 years. So, like, is he a starter? I don't know. You look at his match times. Yeah, look, he's a starter, but he always gets hurt. He ripped both ACLs
that's all
the last
saying.
2 seasons.
Luke Shaw, he's a starter, but he's always hurt.
I'm saying King would be a bigger punishment, like, would hurt them more.
But they play them both.
Him.
They'll play King and Callum.
Last season,
ideally, you know, all I'm saying is it's tough. It's a tough blow losing 2 starters.
I'm just
like
turning
that.
on Wilson. I think my position used to be to respect him. Like, this guy's a baller. I think
little respect.
Anymore.
I'm just really happy
and no shots.
It's the clean sheet to me that was more impressive. And Liverpool got a little bit lucky at times in this game. There were some moments definitely where they could have been scored on. I guess good to see Alisson back for you, Huss. Sort of. It was holding things down back there.
I didn't realize Alisson was going to be back after 1 game until I did the reading on it, where he wasn't involved with a misconduct or like a foul, an actual foul, just a handball. So it was only 1 game, not 3. But after watching this game, I cannot believe it's like when Liverpool sold Benteke to Aston Villa. I don't know how Liverpool sold Solanke to Bournemouth. 0 goals.
I thought they said he went to Palace. I thought he came from Villa, went to Palace.
Oh, sorry, to Palace. My fault. He came from Villa for 32, sold him to Palace for 32. Same thing with Solanke.
You know what it was? It was the Youth World Cup that year. I believe England won. Solanke played a vital role.
That's when Liverpool bought him.
Phil Foden.
No, but that's when Liverpool bought him.
Are you sure it wasn't that summer when?
I thought that summer
okay.
Liverpool bought them, got him from Chelsea or whatever, and then we had him for a year, did nothing. So we sold him,
got rid of him,
and also gave Klein on loan, which was stupid. But anyway, but the point is, they sold Solanke for something crazy, like 20 or 15, 20 mil or something. I forget what it was, but I'm like, what? No one could understand, and this guy still has not scored. It's just. I don't know.
Garbage, man.
And he was supposed to be kind of like Tammy Abraham, coming up from the youth, doing really well.
Dudes were shitting on my boy Kelechi and Nacho a while back. Look, strikers, it's all about form, guys. Man. You can come back and have 40 goals in 1 year. All of a sudden, you got dudes like Snack saying he's top 3 in the world. Like, it's all about form as a striker.
And also as a striker, man, it's such an experiential position. This kid is 22. Huss, I'm with you. I don't think he should be learning his craft at Liverpool. Liverpool did well to test him, realize, okay, this kid is probably going to be a late bloomer. We have younger guys like Brewster who could potentially bloom at 22. I think this guy might be a guy who blooms at 28. Look at Danny Ings, all of a sudden finding success in his career. So Solanke, he has, from that that youth tournament, he has shown signs in youth football that he might have it. Obviously, there are plenty of players who showed signs in youth, never
keep
panned
getting
out.
Game time.
I'm
tired of seeing him come off the bench, start one week. He has to produce.
Yeah, he has to produce.
He has a responsibility.
Like your boy Kelechi now is with a manager who trusts him. One,
unleash
but two,
him. Produce.
Exactly.
And if you don't produce statistically, perform.
That's it. And Solanke doesn't.
Yeah.
I have him in daily fantasy. He doesn't get shots. He doesn't create shots for people.
That's the very least you can do if you're having a bad game. Yeah, if you're having a bad game, sprint your balls off. It's like I've seen games Wayne Rooney. He just didn't have it. Maybe his touch was off. Maybe he was fatigued a little bit. He's sprinting. He's bodying up on fools, making slide tackles, long range passes. Like you have to try affect the game in other ways.
Transfer Market has it as 21.2 million euros for Solanke to Bournemouth. You're telling me Bournemouth going to use that money for someone else? Because right now, Solanke looks like he should be in the championship, really learning the craft. Kind of like what Abraham did. He goes down there, he really gets playing time every single game. It's a low.
I think it's easier said than done.
Solanke should be up here?
At Bournemouth, yeah, dude. I think he should be exactly at Bournemouth learning with Eddie Howe. I think he should be at Bournemouth learning with Eddie Howe. Wilson got hurt, so I think King is going to step in, and it's going to be King and Solanke. Look, dude, I think 2 years. Give him 2 years at Bournemouth. Man. He's 22 years old. He's showing signs.
To play, man.
That's it,
Can he play day in, day out, week in, week out? It's going to be tough. Up here, stakes are high.
I like how when Liverpool doesn't play, Salah, Firmino, they throw Mane out to the Wolves, put a bunch of bums around him, and they get a result.
He produces.
When they take Mane out of the systems, they go, dude, we need Salah, we need Firmino, we need Henderson.
Wait,
we need the whole back line.
Hold up, you're wrong about this. They had Gomez, Keita, Milner, who doesn't start, Ox.
Wait, Milner? Oh, you talking about Milner now? You heard it. I thought he was the best in the world.
Can't even start at Liverpool, dog.
He's on the wrong age of 30 right now. Wrong side of 30 right now. Yes, I know.
Dude, Al learned a bit. He was like jabbing.
No.
a boxer, and then boom. I knew
what I was getting myself into because I saw him. No, I did. I saw him. I was like, I got to do it because guess what? Like, he's not a starter. But the point is, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 players that are not normal starters. And you're talking about Mane?
Dude, Mane had Lallana, fucking Shaqiri, Origi.
3.
It was him.
Okay, so that's 3. I just named 4.
He had 2 assists and a goal.
All right,
that's 3. I named 4.
What happened with Lovren? Was Lovren just subbed out, or did he get hurt as well?
By the way, Shaqiri had a goal. Origi had 2 goals.
Because Mane was giving
it want to explain to me?
He had 2 assists.
You're making it seem like these guys are crap, man.
Can you
right now, Shaqiri should be I would say he could be starting over Ox.
No, I'm not saying they crap.
Yeah.
I'm just highlighting that it's Mane FC and this guy.
No, I don't know. I think this
It's
is
actually
this guy carries you.
Those are two very.
He's the guy you look to. He's your Cristiano Ronaldo, man. He shoots the three.
Salah made it look like Salah FC again with this game, where he got a goal and an assist.
No, Henderson FC with that ball to Ox.
That was ridiculous.
One pass.
If Mane FC could have finished one of the last two.
That ball, who's it remind you of, dude? Who played that ball, bro? Also wore the captain's armband.
Okay. So
that last Gerard's ball.
No.
Shades of Gerard. He's Gerard.
So that year, that year was
0.75.
That year was Suarez.
Maybe 0.25.
Gerard is a Champions League. Hendo is a Champions League.
So no Premier Leagues between the both of them, though.
Exactly. That's why it
could be the year.
That year.
Regret that high five right there, guys. You just might.
That year with Hendo and Gerard in the. I don't say Milner, but Hendo and Gerard in the middle with Suarez, Sturridge, and Sterling up top.
Yeah.
Both of them. One of the reasons why they were so good was because both of them got the ball and they would just ping the ball right to someone's foot or right into space. Yeah. And
Hendo's doing the same
this guy can do it game in, game out. You even saw him. He's getting a little confidence. He wanted to get a free kick at the end of the game. Yeah. If Mane finished the chance, which he should have, he knows that too.
What a ball.
That's twice in 2 games Hendo did that.
Yeah, man.
Look, you can see this.
Liverpool's getting contributions from other areas now
that's
instead
important. That's the difference.
Mane, Salah, Firmino.
How about
Henderson's chipping in with assists towards the end of last year, chipping in with goals. Like,
how about getting involved?
Hendo on the
this is
right
scary.
side.
Trent getting in
Hendo
there.
on the right side.
Fuck.
Getting the cross. Working back, trying to and causing a bad pass for us to get the ball.
Who's this? Henderson? Yeah, no.
Look, he got the ball. I don't know if he crossed it or he ran out of bounds, came back in.
Thank you.
He was the first one to pressure the ball.
Why are we just talking about?
Everyone always says
you called it early.
You're always looking for leaders to show it from the top, from the top bottom. From the top down, and right now Henderson is doing it. He's showing that you need to have work rate. You need to have
Henderson's shown it. Milner, Van Dijk doesn't even have to lead because Henderson and Milner are like the pit bulls.
It's contagious right now.
They have a bunch.
Can I ask you something, Huss?
You have 3, 4, 5 leaders in the locker room. It sucks, man. And
your goalie's a leader too. Even he might not be vocally.
I'm looking at that.
He's the best
as an Arsenal fan, I'm looking at that. Like, give me one of those two.
Not only are they leaders, you're teaching the new leaders. You're looking at. You're telling me Mane's not a leader. He may not be vocal, but you see it in his eyes.
What about Gomez? He's going to be a leader. Like this is how
he hates Gomez.
Yeah, I don't know. I like Gomez, but I like Gomez as center back.
I only disagree with that because I don't think you teach leadership. I think it's
no.
I mean,
it's intrinsic. One of those things that
like the standards of leadership.
You can set the standard, but
I can describe it like this:
not everyone's
draw
a leader.
it out of people. A leader can draw other young leaders out of young players.
I think that's something you have in you. I don't like Salah.
No, it's definitely something that's in
Salah leads differently, but when you look at him, you're not like, okay, he's a quiet dude. N'Golo Kante, for example.
Messi is
Salah doesn't lead, man. He goes out uninjured. My shoulder, like.
Well, wait, Steven Gerrard's very quiet too.
You can be one of the best players.
We got to move on. I just want to say one thing. Why? I know we were gassing Jordan Henderson for that pass, but that Naby Keita pass to Mo Salah on his goal.
Oh man,
bro, that was sneaky, man.
How about Naby Keita's grossest goal of all time?
That was outside the boot.
A toe poke slice.
I had to know what he's doing.
But like he took 3 touches in like 3 yards. Like that was fucking brilliant. That back heel from Salah was like unexpected and a bit untidy. Like it came in hot, and he killed it with his right foot. Bought himself a little space with his left foot, and then outside with his right foot. Like,
so Liverpool got him coming out.
That was a lot of footwork. That was ladder work. When I say ladder work,
a guy you spent $60 million on
does ladder work, dude.
But look at Fred. Like, we're just starting to see sort of the best of Fred. It's been a year and a half now.
Starting to see the shock to Fred, dude. When I would defend this dude and say it, I'm excited about him. Sure, he wasn't showing any signs of that, to be honest. And I didn't think he would ever show signs of that. But, like, when you see the purchase we made, I can see why we made him. At Shakhtar, this dude...
Locked down.
Speaking of Fred, real quick, guys, we missed something at the Manchester Derby. There was a racism row there. People making monkey chants at
It's funny you say that.
It was one person.
And I think it was 2, One got arrested.
Did you guys
people
watch
got
that?
vest in the red sleeves.
Yeah.
So if you didn't watch the pressers from the managers after, Pep was just like, the club will handle it. But Ole handled it perfectly. They asked him, what should they do with this guy? Should he be banned? He's like, yeah, he should be banned and stuff like that. And should the club be responsible? It's like, it's not the club. It's not Man City's fault. It's this guy. Why don't we just educate these guys? Perfect response.
Yeah. Just wanted to touch on that real quick.
Response.
Next game, yeah.
Leicester, bro.
Leicester, the villains.
The championship contenders, bro.
These are legit
official. It's official.
title contenders.
This is right now.
Oh, and by the way, sorry. Man City, title contenders, Tom. Last week you said, yes, they were still. This week, what do you say?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. All right.
So
I've seen Liverpool shit the bed too many times.
This game we saw maybe the shot of the year and maybe the goal of the year right now from Kane and Son.
The shot of the year. I didn't know that was a category, but okay.
No, but the point is we might not see a better shot this year from long range.
Category.
It was good, man. It was good, and they just dropped off. How are you going to drop off?
Dude,
Harry Kane does that.
I thought you were talking about Leicester.
Thank you. We've been
sorry.
seeing
Did you say Leicester?
Drop off Harry Kane.
one of the hardest shots in the league.
Oh, yeah, we said Leicester. I thought we were talking about Tottenham. My fault.
Oh, yeah, dude.
we talking about Leicester?
Jeez, we all talking about Leicester.
Oh my god! I thought we said
You
Tottenham.
poisoned my mind, Huss.
You said sorry about two of the best goals, and we want to talk about Son so bad.
Why is Al confused? Dude, Al, you're right.
Fucking Hussy over here.
We all fell in the hole. Tom fell in the hole. I went in there talking about.
That's the problem. I'm not drinking. Get the tequila.
What is that right there?
It's a light beer. It's like water.
You're drinking, bro.
It's like,
no, man.
Apparently, you're a lightweight, bro.
Aston Villa versus Leicester City. Leicester City. Look, Brendan Rodgers.
Leicester City 4, Aston Villa 1.
Brendan Rodgers going for the title that he should have had.
Dude.
Why did Liverpool not give this guy time?
Don't say you should have had it.
Why did you not give this guy time?
Wait, what?
Thank you, Al.
Because he dropped off.
Dude, he dropped off, but because he lost Suarez, because he lost Sterling, like the team,
And there was no investment.
Gerard Yuckin was devastated.
He had Sterling,
It's
bro.
not only that.
Sterling,
It's not only that. It's because Klopp was available.
No, he wasn't.
If Brendan Rodgers right here, right now, are we winning the Champions League last year? No.
Maybe.
Probably not.
Maybe.
Would you have a league
Dude,
title?
Look, Klopp's a better manager than Brendan. He's like
Yes.
Come on, guys. We can agree on that.
Yes, but Rodgers is showing that he's just as good as Klopp.
My thing with Rodgers
it's just that Klopp was ready at the time.
You're right about that.
Best
right?
defense in
But
the league.
It's not always.
Best defense in the league.
Sometimes managers
most clean
aren't always,
sheets.
sometimes managers aren't
Ben
let go
Chilwell.
because they weren't necessarily able to complete the job. I think that was
Agreed,
definitely
but
part
like
of it.
for me,
but sometimes what it is there's someone better who's out there.
Yeah.
Maybe
No,
okay, we have to get rid of the deadwood. We got rid
No,
of
it's
Suarez.
It's literally Jose and Poch.
This team is no longer yours. Let's start anew. Sometimes clubs want to start anew.
But they lost the
And
league by
that's
like
part
what,
of
2
it.
points.
One slip.
What
One
was
slip.
It was 2 points.
It was 2 points, I think. It was one slip. Had
They came that close. Like, all right, you're not the guy.
Yeah, and then the next season he loses
Okay.
Suarez,
He loses
I think,
everyone.
to Barcelona, and all of a sudden they finish. I think they finished what 6 or 7. So they did have like
Eighth.
a
Guys,
fall.
this happens,
But, like-
right? Look at Spurs. They go to the Champions League final
Then
last
Coutinho-
year.
Then Coutinho wants
Get
to
no
leave.
trophies, then everything goes downhill. Similar
but it
thing happened
happens-
with Rodgers.
Tiki.
You got so close to winning, it slipped, and you
but,
fell off.
But the difference with they backed Klopp. Klopp came in what 7th the first year. Or
So,
whatever. But
what
they
team are we
backed
talking
him,
about right
dude.
now? What team are we talking
But he
about?
went in a
Leicester?
different order.
Oh, we talking about Leicester? You talking about the team who never we would have thought have won the league, and then the next year the manager gets sacked? Are we talking about that team?
Boom.
Ranieri? He
I mean,
won the league.
but Ranieri-
And they were wrong
No
for
one-
it.
no one-
I'm
no,
not
no.
arguing if they're right or wrong. That's not
no,
what I'm
but no
arguing.
one was sitting
I'm
here
just
saying
this is
Ranieri is
why it
special.
happens.
Everyone said Ranieri had a special run, but no one was saying Ranieri to Madrid, Ranieri to
What I'm saying
Barcelona.
is-
We all
He had
recognize
already had
did
those
not-
jobs,
but
like
even-
Juventus,
Tom,
Inter.
Even after,
Yeah.
look at Rodgers linked with fucking Arsenal. He hasn't won shit. Rodgers is linked with fucking City after Pep. He hasn't won
that's
shit.
fine.
Well, he
But
killed
we
it with
need to
Celtic. We
understand.
can't take away the
Rodgers-
Celtic like
agreed. We need to
double,
understand.
treble. That's
Yeah.
outrageous.
Rodgers did not win the league with Liverpool and got sacked. Ranieri won the league
All I'm
with
saying-
Leicester.
let me all I'm saying is
and then got
Rodgers
sacked.
is showing that he
can
is
build.
just as good as Klopp.
He can
That's
develop.
all I'm saying.
Pound for pound, one of the best
I'll
managers.
plug it in.
But the thing is, like, it's at the point where
Dude, Rodgers,
I don't
Ranieri had a freak year, very lucky, but Rodgers has proven he can develop young talent. You know, he can make players
Which Rodgers
better.
did to Sterling,
He can make
Suarez,
players better.
Sturridge.
Yeah, he can harbor that
yeah,
youth.
he did that. But again,
Look
look
at
at
everyone can
what about
do it.
Ranieri for a full
He
year?
instills confidence, dude.
Yeah.
Kelechi Iheanacho's on the bench for 2.5 years, maybe
Rotting
even
away.
3. He scores the game-winning goal the game before during the midweek. And then how does he rewards him? He starts him the very next game.
Goal
what does he do
and
to him?
assist.
Goal and an assist.
Wait,
so now this kid's flying high. Look, he has to perform like we're talking about at the
Yeah.
end of the day. Kelechi has a responsibility to do so, but
the
he's
manager-
giving him a chance.
But the manager has a responsibility to reward him. When
Play
he
him,
But
dog.
again, you're
you're
talking
right,
about Ranieri
you're right.
saying that Ranieri had a freak year. Rodgers has not even been in Leicester for a year.
I know, but Rodgers is getting lit.
I think
when he
was at Scotland with the best team by far.
Yeah, but
winning,
it's been the best team. It's been the best team for 20 years since Rangers has been relegated.
That's what I'm saying. Anyone could have won there.
Yes.
The point is, it's like
no, but it's how you win, dude. You can just win a league, and he did a double treble, guys. That's kind of outrageous.
No, but here's the thing. Also, with
trophies in 2 years, that's outrageous.
With Ranieri winning the league,
he was on his way.
Every top 4 team was down.
Liverpool should have held on to him. That's
the year Ranieri. Right. I don't know why we're talking about Ranieri, but with Ranieri winning the league with Leicester, everybody in the top 6. Perceived top 6 was down that year. They were all down. No one was playing particularly well.
Yeah, Arsenal should have
won. With this, you have Liverpool who could break almost every record in the Premier League with goals, with points. You know, and Rodgers is going step for step. Other than a few early season blips,
he's going step for step with Leicester. He doesn't have Spurs. He doesn't have United. He doesn't have Chelsea.
He's got Johnny Evans in the back. Johnny Evans.
It's mid-table. All of us did predictions. I don't think we have Leicester top 6.
No one. I think
maybe one of us.
I think I'm like
exactly.
7th.
I think we all have
somewhere
him
just out
exactly.
there.
And now all of a sudden, he's guaranteed top 4 essentially at this point. And this is a catastrophic.
Look what he changes the system, guys. Leicester's a 4-3-3 team for the most part, right? Or 4-2-3-1, however you want to categorize it. It's like, all right, since I'm playing Kelechi Iheanacho, I'm not going to play you at a right wing position or left wing. We'll put you in your natural position. We're going to play a diamond. The midfield is powerful with Ndidi, Telemans. Madison seemed a little off this game, but still buzzing. And then
again, I don't want to go too far off the topic. I don't.
Come on, man.
I think that Brendan Rodgers is doing an outstanding job. I think he's a fantastic manager. Do I still think Liverpool should have moved on when they did?
Let's leave Liverpool.
That's what I'm saying. He got into a whole story about is he doing a good job or not? Of course we think he's doing a good job.
Jamie Vardy.
I don't want to make it about Liverpool.
You go to the party?
About Leicester.
Jamie fucking Vardy.
I was invited. I don't know if Huss got an invite, though.
Yeah, right. You got out. No, you didn't get invited.
I got an invite.
Huss got VIP. You captained him, right?
Yeah,
I thought he was an employee. I thought he was a bartender.
Are you kidding me? He's my captain, bro. You make it seem like he's on the list. You're not.
Do you captain him, Snack? Do you captain? Do you even have him?
Well, Vardy?
It's at my goddamn club.
No.
No, he's not at the party.
Marcus Rashford, baby! Captain Rashford!
He's the dude that printed up his own...
I gotta let him know, bro.
He's the dude that printed up his own invite to the party, and then everyone's like, dude, there were no invites. You look like a poser, man.
Dude, Vardy scored 8 in a row. He's turning 33.
He's going to break his record of consecutive goals in a game. Is it like 11?
It's 11. He took it from Van Persie.
If he does that, is he officially a legend? Premier League legend and not underball.
He's always has been.
Oh, as soon as he won the league, he went legend.
No.
He's got more goals than Van Nistelrooy does now.
Underground baller for me. And then I think the last few years since then, he was going towards the legend.
Huss.
And then if he does this record, I think that is a legend.
He was a legend after that? Because he started to play for the national team. So, he'll never be forgotten. He won a title for Leicester.
But then he was blipping in and out because of the
Remember Kevin Phillips? Little onion head dude. I would play for Sunderland. Scored like 40 goals in a calendar season, bro.
No, it was like 30. It was like 31 or 32, but no one did it that year. So dude, you got the most in Europe.
That dude's a legend. He's a legend for that, And Vardy had one of those runs where even if Leicester didn't win, just the fact that he was scoring that many goals and when
he should have had the golden boot that year, but he had a penalty on the last day and he kicked it as hard as he fucking could.
As always,
he fucking missed. So
the glory is what takes him to legendary status.
No, that's not legendary for me. For Phillips, still, if you say that to some people, they'll go, who?
Say it to who? If you say it to...
If you say it in England...
No,
American and Mississippi in England.
No, okay, what I'm saying is... Vardy has... If he only won with Leicester and didn't really do anything after that, underground ball for me, he had one great year, awesome.
He won, though.
That's what I'm saying is 10 years, 15 years... 20 years down the line, you're like, who is that? Kind of know. But now, if he does this, I think even 10 years, 15 years from now, everyone will know Vardy. Everybody
already does.
If he wins the Premier League this year,
not wins the Premier League, but if he breaks his own record and if he wins like Golden Boot,
it's already his.
He doesn't have to win another Premier League. He doesn't have to win another
record already. He has a record.
It's not even that.
But if he's up there twice and no one else is,
it's not even that.
That to me doesn't make as big of a difference other than. As opposed to winning.
He cannot win another Premier League. He cannot win another Golden Boot, and he will still be remembered. Just for that one season.
It's additionally. But
you can't. You already can't tell the story of
me, that's icing on the cake.
That's what I'm saying. Where it's
icing, but like as it stands today,
there.
If he doesn't,
I don't think it raises it that much higher. Huss. It raises it not that much.
If Leicester, if he only wins the league right there and then drops off completely. And no one ever hears of Vardy again.
You will remember him.
But that's not what happened.
That's on the ground ball.
He was still scoring goals.
That's still on the ground ball to me if he wins the league and then drops off completely.
Huss.
Hey, guys.
You got criteria,
let's just
man.
agree to disagree.
Well done.
Going with the league table positioning, we got Everton 3. The new manager bounce.
I
love the
Chelsea suck, man.
Dunc and Edwards fucking coming in.
Big
Dunk. 3-1. Chelsea go down away.
They've lost 3 of their last 4, by the way.
Suck your Fazio.
Frankie
Lamb. 3 of their last 4 lost.
Chelsea in ruins, man. Chelsea on fire. What is Frankie gonna do? They're in 4th still top 4, but like I said,
it's because they got
United nipping 5 points away, so they're still teetering. Like now that we're kicking into form, Spurs got Jose. Shit's gonna get done. Like Frank could slip down, man. Frankie finished fucking 7th.
Who knows?
Dude,
If United keeps in form and doesn't lose, like I feel they're going to.
We're gonna lose Everton.
But I think Spurs are gonna kick on and keep ascending. So they could take 4th away from Frank.
Maybe.
And if we want it, we want it.
Maybe. Look, I think it's wide open. Chelsea's showing me who I thought they were going to be from the jump.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of talent, a lot of young guys, but a lot of inexperience, and the team is going to drop points.
It also depends on who they buy in January now that the transfer ban has been cut in half. I also realized that we did not talk about Aston Villa or Leicester game at all. We just talked about random things. So
it's funny
let's actually talk about this game.
It's funny you bring up the transfer ban just before we move on to the game and how it transpired. This is a big call now for Roman Abramovich because all season until we heard the news that the transfer ban got dropped or reduced or whatever, we've been saying like this is a change. Chelsea, January's a big window.
Look,
if he replaces the
Frankie, thank you for your stewardship.
If he brings in a
camp package and a new car,
Pochettino, in you come.
There we go.
If you bring in a center midfielder for Mason Mount, a number 9, you're not going to bring in a number 9 for Tammy Abraham, but like a center back for Tamorni instead. Bro, they're the exact same team they've always been.
Dude, the gamble worked, man. Look at Chelsea is still top 4. They're almost in the knockout champos. You know, like
if
Frankie's on the job.
If they lose to
the FA
Lille,
is saying it's not that bad to cheat. You could cheat. You'll get a slap on the wrist, especially if you're
if they lose to Lille, they're out of the Champions League.
Yeah, you get a little punishment, half-ass punishment.
If Sunderland does this shit, they're fucking banned, bro.
Yeah, they're getting points
deducted.
They got
that oil money,
dropped
that Russian
the championship.
oil money. Dude.
You know what it is? They're just pathetic.
Bullshit,
that's
man.
the thing.
It is.
It's laughable. On these on the field when we talk about diving, they have no cred on. Oh, these are the rules. Follow them. Why? Why? You're not going to do anything.
Rest, yeah.
I mean, these players, these clubs are just walking all over.
Okay.
Well, you know who does play by the rules? My fucking boy, Richarlison. Richie Rich over here. Dude,
some new contract with
fucking
Everton, too.
beauty header midweek. Fucking true number 9 header.
So if we're going to talk about
opens the scoring us.
Duncan Ferguson is where we should be talking
Duncan Edwards, I said? Yeah, sorry, Duncan Ferguson.
That is the guy, man.
He celebrated the second goal with the
ball
boys.
He hugged both ball boys.
By the way, were the ball boys?
Dude, this guy is the guy
who
was committing violent conduct on the field at his time as a player.
Were there 2 ball boys on the field with the players too? Or were those players? I forget.
No,
because when
they're off.
Weren't there 2 on the side? Weren't there 2 ball boys that ran on the field and celebrated with the players?
Maybe after.
I thought that were ball boys. I'm not sure if they're
in the game yet.
I think it was. No, I think it was.
The subs wore green bibs.
I'm not sure.
The ball boys wore pink bibs.
So there were 2 ball boys.
Yes.
They were on the field celebrating with.
Not on the field.
Yes,
next to.
Are you sure?
They were hugging him. They were hugging the manager
like
next to the field.
No. Those. Yes.
We're gonna get lost down this hole about fucking ball boys.
That's
all
right.
No, but I
you talk about.
I gotta look it up. Dude,
you're talking about Richarlison. You're talking about Duncan Ferguson.
One at a time, man. Holy shit!
No, stop. My God, guys, Jesus! It's just because the point what I was saying that already. I love the fact that as the ball boys are coming on, they're all celebrating. They actually have a culture there right now where they actually want to be there.
One game?
No.
There's a manager
bounce,
what I'm
saying is that's
manager bounce is a classic manager bounce game.
Back. The coach is back.
Yeah, no, you get caught up in the hype.
No, the culture has always been there, but they revived it with the energy and they want to be there. You want to sign Ole to a 20-year deal after 1 win.
I don't remember saying that.
Come on.
You did.
A 20-year deal.
I didn't say that. No rebuttal. I didn't say that.
No, it's true. No rebuttal. He knows it's true.
That's
I
funny.
just said I didn't say that. That's all I need to say. You're talking about Ricarlison. You're talking about ball boys and shit. Let's talk about Calvert-Lewin getting the goal.
Guy sucks.
You know your team's bad when you're letting Calvert-Lewin get ducats, bro.
Two of them.
Two of them.
He was a little
Sloppy
smooth.
defending from Kurt Zuma.
He only scores against the big teams.
The third goal, he was smooth on it. He did a little back heel or something at the top of the box.
You said you know your team's bad when Calvert-Lewin's scoring against you, and then you said he only scores against big teams. Which one is it? Are they bad or are they a big
Both.
team?
It's both.
Okay. Jeez.
I'm the
You're cutting
biggest.
yourself off of this.
I feel like I'm the one who's been the most harsh on
You poisoned this
Calvert-Lewin.
room to Calvin.
Yeah, I definitely tainted
I was
it.
neutral to Calvin until you talked to him, and I was like, fuck Calvin. I don't this guy, bro.
Man.
He's been given a lot of chances, man. That's why it's frustrating.
Yes,
That's why we
yes,
lose
to be
patience.
fair.
Because
It's the return.
He's only
It's the
22,
return.
but it's like, dude, you haven't done shit. He's got like, I mean, I haven't
he's
looked.
gonna
I don't
play
know his
like
records,
this-
but I'd say his record
Okay.
is like 6 goals a year, maybe is like his highest. You know,
He doesn't really break 10, does he?
Not
And
league-wise.
If he's gonna do this, man, and perform this well, right? Little layoffs, proper center forward play, not just always going in for the
Winning for the
cross.
header.
Sometimes looking to get at your feet
Linking
and
up the
play.
play.
Dude, then he'll
But he's
look
got
like a
Moise
Premier League
Keane
player, man.
sitting there
He had a
looking
good
at
game.
him, being like, "Hey, that's my spot, dude. Like, why can't I play?"
Well, Moisey played midweek, and he fucking was cowish in the
He missed,
Merseyside derby.
one.
But, like, he was young. How old is he? Like, 18?
Yeah, 19, I think.
Yeah,
and
so,
he
like-
also has been in and out, right?
Dude, it was
So
also
that-
under who?
He's new to England. It's
Under
also
his
under
last name
Marco
for
Silva.
Silva. Like, it was like,
Ship.
Yeah,
yeah.
look,
In case
I'm
you
not
missed it,
gonna-
guys,
I'm not
Marco
gonna-
Silva did get fired.
I'm not going to
Thursday.
blame Marco Silva for Moises' miss because that
No,
goal,
he's just a
that
kid.
shot was a big miss.
Yeah, he's
against
just a
Liverpool.
kid, dude.
But he
He's a
hasn't been
kid.
playing all year. Like, he's not sharp. Like, you
and he's a
don't
kid.
play. Like,
He'll-
you're not
he'll-
sharp.
Need
Like, you
repetitions,
saw
guys. It's all
Rashford, you
about
saw
reps.
Rashford miss fucking 2 easy chances.
Dude, Rashford stays doing that shit all the time.
He's a
man.
kid.
the difficult
He'll figure-
ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Look,
He loves the difficult ones. He likes the hard ones.
Just a little side note. I love his mentality, man. He steps up for PKs.
You like him,
when you
don't
see
you?
players who step up,
So he's at Arsenal. He got
I love
Danny
Rashford,
Welbeck.
dude.
You
I love
can have
Rashford, man.
Silvestri.
He got the high work rate, the 5-star dunks. He's got it all, man. He's got it all.
Dude, Tom,
Free kicks.
Tom's
Holy
been
shit.
calling Rashford special since day one.
Holy shit, man. He's
Been special,
all right, my
He's
bad,
been
guys.
special.
With a side note, but look,
Not
Everton
great.
3-1. I think this is a manager bounce game.
Yeah.
Chelsea,
Totally.
they were caught on the back foot. They were
Dude,
not
Chelsea-
ready for this
Yeah,
energy.
That's it, man.
They were not
Chelsea
ready.
also, I think, Mount needs to start producing more at this point. Like, I feel like Kovac
He's
is doing
cooled
well
off
to
a
step
bit.
in, but like Kovac is not a guy you want to rely on. He's a like traditional number 8, like
He
pull
scored.
strings. He did score, but like
Nice
you're not
volley.
gonna win games on Kovac's back. That's the issue. Is that you
What do
need
you hit
Mount
that
to
out?
score.
Like 25 yards?
Yeah,
Pickford.
and it was.
Pickford,
but it was,
what are you doing?
But it was
man?
technique, man. It was
Nice.
nice. Clean
Face,
shot.
Look at his
Oh
face.
my God,
It
I
was
can't stand
placement.
Pickford. Oh my God.
You know it's real estate in Huss's
Pickford,
head,
I mean,
man.
like I told you guys, Pickford, I can't stand keepers who just scream and scream and scream at the defenders and then
does
let
scream a
in
lot.
sitters.
What was that example you used in the group chat?
No, I'm not going to say that because I'm not going to say names, but I used to
real
play with
people.
a keeper.
Fake
A
lies.
few of us know who he is, and he would just scream and scream and scream, and it'd just be like, dude, stop.
All
You
right.
just let that in? Come on.
Plowing ahead
No one
here.
respects you, bro.
Plowing ahead. Spurs
Al.
That's like Duncan
5.
Ferguson.
Burnley 0. Jose Mourinho football on display.
So this game,
Let's
had
go.
maybe the shot of the year,
Let's go.
and maybe the goal
Champions
of the year.
League. Jose.
Before we get into
Alright.
before we dive in, he did need a statement
man,
win
no.
after getting beat by a bunch of passion merchants midweek. That's all I gotta say. See that little tap on his head?
Yeah,
All he
I
was
saw
saying
that.
to him as he
Oh,
was tapping on
like,
his head,
good
hey,
boy.
good, thanks for the advice on Rashford on the left wing. I like that. Thank you.
Look, man,
Shit.
Spurs. I mean, look,
Hurricanes best.
Burnley's been out of form. Burnley has been really, really out of form. But you got to give Jose and Spurs credit for bouncing back, man. They bounced back after
Dude, this
taking
is
that
the
L to
perfect
Man U.
fucking team for this guy.
Yeah,
Perfect. He's got a number 9 who just needs the ball. He'll drop deep and ping balls. Hussy. Fucking play the number 10, play the number 6.
Chukowski and Ben.
Side tackle. Benayoun, what?
That shout.
That's underground,
That show.
dude.
Dude's dropping off of Harry Kane. Spurs did overrun him. I mean, Vertonghen was out here at left back looking like a top 3 left back in the
He's
world.
been doing
like
it.
that's
Yeah.
been outrageous.
Jose,
He
that's
has been, man.
Jose
Vertonghen's
pushed him
been
out
top
there.
10, well, like
Hung-
6 to 10.
Hungmin's
back
son, dude, what takes the ball from the 18. If Sean Dyche If I'm reviewing, this might be one of those games you toss the tape out. You're like, all right, guys, throw it out. Because if you review this game on tape, dude, to allow a professional, I know he's a professional, one of the best, but from his 18-yard box, this is a training ground goal.
You know how like when you're doing
shit against high schoolers,
preseason in like high school or college, when they're like, all right, do suicides 18 to 18. That's what it was like.
Dude, this guy's playing Ballon D'Or football, man. Like he could be the first fucking Korean, first Asian man to win the Ballon D'Or. Like, dude, this is the guy. Dude, that's a Maradona goal. He scores the down volleys with the left foot.
It's not a Maradona. It's Ronaldo. Like
Ronaldo never dribbled from 18 though.
No. Like Ronaldo,
Barcelona.
Barcelona. G Ronaldo. I bring that up. It is like Maradona because he did the same thing. But I bring that up.
It's more direct. It's just straight in
Jose
one move.
Specifically said he was sitting in 1996 in Barcelona in the stands. I forget who was sitting to, a famous manager. And he was watching that game, and he saw Ronaldo make that run in person.
One way he turns dudes at half.
When he turns at half, and he runs all the way down, dude, and finishes. And he said, standing there, that was the moment. Like, that's what he remembered. Like,
he was in the dugout, man. He was the translator.
Yeah, man. So to be Son and to fucking give your manager a memory like that. Imagine doing something.
You got to give Son more credit than you do Burnley blame.
That's what Jose said?
Yeah, dude. He literally was like Ronaldo What's his name? Nazario?
But the touches that he takes, though, Son, right? He takes like just
the big 7 touches. It's like 7 touches the whole field.
The 1980 touches where there's no moves, there's no step overs. It's just all
just dribble on. No one's going to defend it. No one's going to defend it. I'll go. Keep going. Keep going.
The most impressive thing is after you break the defensive line, it's just you and the goalie. Everyone gets tunnel vision. Everyone's like, oh. Well, like you go. He takes a touch. He takes a second touch, and then like the touch before the shot is just like. Setup. If Messi did it, we'll be all joggling his ball, dude.
That's so like it was. This goal is like the type of goal you'd see in like a youth program with kids where there's no one really playing defense, and you didn't see the parents going, "Run!"
Who's the chick in the World Cup? It's not
Wheels.
You know that commercial that's on TV with the USA women's Alex Morgan. It's like Alex Morgan dribbles. Alex Morgan. They're showing her as like a little kid, and then they show her do it. That was like that goal, guys.
It's ridiculous. A lot of
people can make that run. Sometimes not a lot. Some people can make that run that he did or get through like that. But the clinicality in the finish, like this guy is clinical. Dude, and he's getting
foot.
He's deserving that. Left foot, left or right. He's clinical in his finishing, man, and like that finish was as good as the run.
He's a perfect Mourinho winger.
It wasn't like a dink. It was like, no, I'm going to fucking bury it.
Yeah, no.
Dude, you can see it too. Like in that game, like I think I texted the group before he scored that goal. I was like, Son is fucking hungry. Like he was yelling. I think Dele Alli had that 2-on-1,
and he should have just slaughtered him in.
Dele Alli took an extra touch. He's trying to do that, suck the goalie in as far as he can, and then try to casual.
You saw he did try to pass with the outside of his foot. It's too late. There's no urgency, right?
Yeah. And Son literally like remonstrated. Dude, Son was starving for a goal. I feel like he must have had family at that game, man, because even after he scored, he was pointing in the stands. Dude, bro.
But even Toby Alderweireld with his range of passing, like Spurs.
This is why Jose wanted him. This is why Jose
so much all over Burnley, dog. They couldn't do shit.
Jose had David Luiz at Chelsea, same type of player. Right. Toby Alderweireld, Harry Maguire would have been
Ramos
that guy.
Well.
Nah, Harry Maguire can't play passes like that, man.
Dude, not yet, but he
plays forward all the
Not
time,
yet,
man. Like he's a ball playing center.
Well, he can't play those long balls.
Dude, he doesn't ping like Toby or David Luiz.
He tries to,
but he can play
yet. But he's working on. Watch,
I'm just saying,
4 or 5 years,
not 85, but he's like a 78.
This is going to be a new pointer. 5 years from now,
it's going to be 30s.
You're going to come to me in 5 years. I remember saying in 2009.
Oh, we don't let go of shit around here.
Yeah, man. Like this is life.
I'll tell you what my fantasy picks are 6 years ago.
Let's just talk shit.
Yeah, he just blows it all the
I still talk about how I picked Michi for everyone.
Yeah. I'm forgetting about Iwobi. Yeah. You won't even let go of Iwobi.
Thank you, man. We fucking hold you to your shit. Fucking Daily Blind.
Irresponsible banter.
We don't bring it back. So, but everyone needs to pump the brakes, though. Everyone needs to relax. This is the first game out of like, 5, 6 that they have not let up 2 goals. And
clean sheet.
They have Bayern Munich, Wanderers, because the Wolves, who you don't like me saying.
It's Wolves.
I like the Wolves. But anyways, and they have Chelsea. Okay, so anyways, before the speed bump occurred. So this is the first game that they have not let up 2 goals. They have Bayern Munich,
it's also like his 4th game
and Chelsea.
Kane versus Leva.
But so the point is, we have 3 games right now. basically every 3 or 4 days, every 4 days.
Yeah.
But against 3 tough opponents.
Yep.
Let's see what Spurs do, because if they lose all 3 and they let up 2 goals in every single match,
sack them.
No, I wouldn't say sack them, but
Kidding.
No, that's 1, 2, 3. That's 8 games, and 7 of them you let up 2 goals or more.
Yeah, but like it's not like they brought in Jose and said, "Okay, clean sheets or you're fired." Like Jose.
But
knows
if they
his
lose all
backline.
3, if they lose all 3 and they let up 2
Huss,
goals,
if they
more,
lose all
that's-
3, but that would assume that someone keeps Son quiet all game. Someone keeps Kane, Dele Alli, Eriksson when he feels like popping, like Aurier, who's been serving ball. Like, yes, of course, dude. If they
Glad
lose
you
3,
didn't
they're
mention
in
Lucas
trouble,
Moura.
But that will also
are-
help them address
Those shots
where
fired.
they
I
need to
mean-
strengthen Huss. It's actually sometimes what you don't want
Yeah.
is to go on a crazy manager bounce and you win 22
Exactly.
games. You go
Reality
22 games
check.
undefeated, and then you think that everything's all good.
sign him to a
and
permanent
then you
deal.
sign all attacking players, not realizing that your defense is shit. So that's what you don't want. I think it's good that Man United actually beat Spurs in the long term.
I think it was good too.
Yeah,
I
in
think
the
it was
long
good too.
term,
for
they'll
both
be
teams.
better.
It was a good. It was a good 3 points. It was a nice day.
I don't know if it's good that United beat.
I think it is
in the
because-
long term. Short term, hell no, because it's about the dust.
I think a draw would have been
Long
better.
term.
I think a draw would have been better.
But
But
you saw the response today. It
got
put,
exposed.
It put a chip on their shoulders. Yes, of course. Would they have rather won the game? Yes, of course.
They
But
got
like,
dominated,
Them
guys.
losing
Yeah.
is not that bad because you saw the response today. They're going to go to Bayern.
You
They're
learn.
definitely not going to be relaxing because they relaxed a week ago and they got smacked by United. So like,
They're gonna learn from it.
yeah,
that's all I'm
this is
saying.
an
You learn a
important
bigger
game,
lesson.
for sure, man.
and I like that shout
United.
out. Sorry, I like that shout
Are we
out by
missing
Tiki.
any Big Six teams?
God, man.
Are we
He's
missing
just
any Big Six?
steamroller, dude? But I was gonna say I like the shout out by Tiki with the Lua Kane on the same field. Lua is probably the best striker in the
It's
world.
Loa.
Right
It's
Lua?
Loa.
Leva.
Lua, like
W. A
Kalua?
W is a V in Polish.
Whatever.
Leva.
Anyways,
Lewandowski.
but he's there. Kane's there. Who's the best one in the world?
Yo, Lua.
That got tough, dude.
Lewandowski.
Get this guy water.
Hey, Lewandowski.
That's worse than Wagner.
No, I've always said Lewandowski.
No, why'd you say Who's it, Lua?
Lewandowski. That's what I always said. No, I've always said Lewandowski. So short would be Lua.
Oh, it's great. No,
Lewandowski.
Continue. Keep
Let's
going.
wrap
Paul.
up with this.
But I like that. I like
Huss is
what
gone.
Tiki said. Just give him props on that. Where they're both going to be the same field, same day.
Same not same defense, but like you know what I mean. Like they're on the same pitch, at dealing with the same.
Which striker's showing up?
Yeah, that's it.
And that's going to be a big shutout
Where's
for
the
Kane because
game?
if he can score 2 or 3 goals
tell you.
and Lua doesn't score any, that's a big shutout for Kane.
garbage,
And
bro.
I'll give him props for that.
Give him props
man.
anyways, but
Leva's gonna
anyways,
score anyway.
are we missing any Big Six teams? in this
Arsenal
conversation?
1, Brighton 2.
I think we covered Big Six.
Bring it on,
Let's go
motherfuckers.
quick touch with Arsenal.
No, bring it on.
Quick
then,
touch
you
with
bum.
Arsenal.
Bro,
Arsenal's
you
a quick
guys
touch
are
team.
so bad. It's unreal. It's not even funny anymore.
All right,
it's
guys.
like not funny to make fun of you
So
anymore.
Arsenal, as we
It
record
kinda
this,
is.
Arsenal plays on Monday. We're recording on Sunday.
So-
You're
all
lucky,
we're gonna
Tom.
do is discuss
You're
real
fucking
quick.
lucky.
So, okay, real
We're
quick.
going before a
Let me
little
paint
loss.
the picture. We're going to discuss the midweek.
No, I just want to address what Snack said.
of Arsenal.
I just want to address what Snack said because just so you know, if Manchester United lose the next game and the 5 teams below them win or draw,
If
Yeah, thank you.
you guys are back down to 10th place.
Great.
Word.
No,
Yeah, but then if we
you're making
win,
it seem
we're back up.
Yeah,
Like
but you're
10th.
making it seem like you're so far away from Arsenal. They're 4 points off of you.
All right.
Cool.
at the
Good?
rate
All
they're
right, continue with the banter.
at the rate they're
5 points
Bring
off
it
you.
back.
That's not that crazy.
Thanks, Huss. Thanks, bro.
No, but it's just
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
that's 5 points.
Us,
That's
it's
not that bad.
It's not that bad. Agreed. Arsenal hasn't won a Premier League game in
2 months.
2
Yeah,
months.
They're
No,
not, they haven't won a game, not a Premier League game. They haven't won a single game.
Well,
No,
we're in
no, I think
relegation
they won
for-
Europa. I think no.
Nope.
Fuck, y'all haven't won
2
Europa.
games.
It's been a
2
while.
months
You,
without-
you lost to Frankfurt.
Yeah, no. It's
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
man.
no, it's rough,
bro. I don't even know what to do or say anymore. Like January.
You
is
wanted passion
pivotal,
merchant,
but I have
you
no
got it.
belief in our owners.
How is Jet like who?
If Arsenal
Okay.
had deeper pockets, or the owners at least were willing to dig deeper in their pockets, I wouldn't be freaking out as much. I don't think we're going to do anything in January.
I don't think
I don't
so
think we're
either.
signing a single
I
player.
don't think so.
We have Freddie Ljungberg in there as the caretaker.
You wanted passion. You
Talk
got
about
it.
a manager.
You got it.
It's
Snacks on fight.
That's funny. That's
It's-
funny.
You got it. This is the same shit shit, bro.
You want to pass it
right now.
You got to pass it.
You know what?
I get Vieira has more experience.
It's worse than I thought, bro. Because I was thinking Vieira. It's worse than I thought. I've looked in the mirror all week, Snacks. I looked in the mirror.
He had to change his voice.
Okay. And I didn't like what I saw. It hurts to admit that we need a Mr. Fix-It. We need Goose Hiddink. We need
just
bring on
this thing.
Harry Houdini.
Oh my God! I wish. Oh my goodness!
Get him out of
Bring him
retirement.
in. Bring him in.
He'd love London, I'm sure. We need someone like that. We need.
Man.
Who's it? LVG can maybe not LVG,
Yeah.
but someone who's just
Whoa,
going to be
I
retired.
almost said LBG's a joke, but I can't believe you were saying
No,
it.
no,
He's
no.
retired,
I mean,
man.
like someone to come in, just give your
Mr.
fucking
Fix-
system.
Goose Hiddink
Give
would
me the
be my number
foundation,
one.
man. Build the
Yeah.
foundation.
Goose Hiddink would be my number one
Yeah.
because I've seen him come into clubs,
Just shore up the
Stabilize
lines,
him.
dude. Yeah, stabilize.
preferably before January, so he could identify
One
what
or two,
the team needs. See him in training, see him in games. Because Freddie, look, I was thinking manager bounce, definitely.
You know why it's not a bounce? Because it's the same message. He was Unai's, maybe not right-hand man, but he was Unai's assistant.
He's on the
Yeah, they said
staff.
Unai also
So
had to
it's
do
the same-
Juan Carlos, who was another close
So
assistant.
it's still the same message. Sure, it's coming from an ex-player, but the ex-player believed in the previous message that the players didn't believe in. So
we see
that's
it with
why you
the
don't see a
lineup.
bounce.
Where's
And that
Nicolas
first-
Pepe?
And that
Where's
first week, he
Tini?
doesn't start Pepe, goes in the fucking media, calls Pepe out. So now, obviously, the players are sitting in the locker room.
Junberg
They're like,
in,
yo, what the
baby.
fuck?
And what-
You lose at home to Brighton.
Guys, and we can focus on the actual game if you want a little bit more too. But my thing
Trash.
is the introduction of Nicolas Pepe in the second at the
He
start of the
was
second half.
dynamite.
So why have we not seen? And this is when I was talking all my shit preseason predictions. This is what I was thinking. Logically, we're gonna see Ozil, Aubameyang, Alexander Lacazette, and Nicolas Pepe
4-2-3-1.
on the field at the
4-2-3-1,
same time.
yeah.
I don't care what formation is. Just find a way to make them fit. That's your job as a coach.
Yeah.
No coach has been able to do that yet at Arsenal. We've not seen those four start all year long.
What happened to Rob Holding?
That's the
Start.
key
We've
word.
seen him on the
Yes.
field. We haven't seen
Start
him
is the key
start
word.
all year long.
Where's Rob Holding, bro?
He was out with injury.
According to Arsenal Fan TV, this guy's the second coming of Christ.
He was out with injury.
You listen to
Are they
DT
still
and
saying
Troop.
that?
He was out with
DT and
injury.
Troops talk about Rob
And he came
Holding.
back.
Like, I swear he's the best thing since sliced bread.
No.
Listen to DT talk about Kieran Tierney. Just listen to him talk about it.
Here's the thing with Rob Holding. He's just more comfortable with the ball at his feet. He's a build-out center back. So Socrates is a better player, defender, out and out. You give the guy the ball at their feet under pressure, he's stumbling over his feet. Rob Holding can do that better. That's all their point was on that shit, huh?
Why is Kolasinac playing? Because of experience?
Yeah.
That's trash, bro.
It's
That's
not
trash.
Not always, because
You guys are in 10th place right now. You need guys who can deliver.
Tom, what?
Kieran Tierney's won trophies.
What if Arsenal
He
just
has.
went and
But-
signed Potts right now? Would you be happy?
I'd be happier. For
Like,
sure.
hey, here's
Huss,
this.
I don't
We
care.
give you 30
Huss,
mil for January.
This is what I
and
learned.
you're the
This is what I
manager.
learned from the Freddie Ljungberg. From the sacking of Unai Emery. It's not like it's on Unai Emery, but not that much. Yeah. Like it's more so on the players and the ownership. Are they willing
It's
to
the
spend and on the right people?
But think about the desire that Potts would have going into the fire. Hopefully, he could maybe get that underneath the players. Like, look,
You could bring in Pep Guardiola to Arsenal right now. You can bring in Jurgen Klopp to Arsenal right now, unless the owners are willing to back them and pick up the right pieces and address our weaknesses. And those guys could go on and sign attackers, midfielders. The defense is shite, guys. Leno is looking like. At first, I know some of us were a little bit shaky on Leno. Leno saved us in some games.
Oh yeah,
bro.
by the way,
what the hell are we doing?
Tiki rates Nathan Aki. He rates Mings. Who else are you going to rate? Because we want to give them a heads up that they're jinxed now. They're going to get hurt.
They're going to get it.
Yeah, I just want to give them a heads up. So if you say another name, just watch out for the next few weeks. They might get hurt. No.
I'll tell you.
Not it.
I'll tell you.
Virgil van Dijk.
Go ahead.
I tell you who he's not saying. Suckwell over there. Norwich 1. Sheffield United 2.
Oh, I love it.
It doesn't make any sense.
What
The
happened?
guy scores. You don't start him? Why are you not starting him?
Who?
That's so dumb.
Have him
Cantwell
call
didn't
Brendan
even
Rodgers,
start.
dude.
Norwich.
Learn how it
Why is he
does.
not starting? He scores and gets assists.
He sucks.
And then you don't start him. And then you lose. Oh, okay, cool. You're an idiot.
You
Man, Sheffield United maintaining that Europa League pace.
That man just
They
sucks.
want Europe. They're pushing
Chugging
forward.
along,
I almost
bro.
hope they don't get it, because then they'll be fucking crippled.
Dude,
Norwich is
they'll be
19.
Burnley.
They'll be stretched.
They'll be
Burnley.
Burnley, bro.
They'll be Wolves.
Just gassed.
Nah, Wolves is different.
Wolves is good.
Well, Wolves bounced back, man, but they were bottom half until
no, they got to
November.
adjust. They had to adjust.
They took a
They're
cat nap.
adjusting.
Nice little cat
Shout
nap.
out to Wolves. They're on a 10-game unbeaten streak.
Shout out to
That's
Spiritu
like-
Dudu Santu.
You want him? Would you rather have him or Poch?
He's not Mr. Fix It.
Spiritu Dudu. That would be a
I
signing,
like
but,
him.
He has
You know
a
I love him.
project. He
I
won't
love
go,
his
yeah.
Spiritu Dudu.
But that would be summertime.
It's worse than I thought, guys.
That would
It's
be
worse than I thought.
No, but
I'll say
that'd be
that.
summertime,
It's worse
and
than
he
I
might
thought.
be able to
You
bring
want
some
David
of those Wolves
Moyes?
players over.
You know what? Just before we move on from Arsenal, I know we were talking about North Sheffield.
already
You know
did.
what's crazy? Shaka still starts for this team.
I forgot.
Granit Xhaka still starts for this team. Granted, it's not the fact that he's a garbage player. I'm not even going to get into that because that's an argument that will last hours.
No, it wouldn't, because
Just
I
hold on,
shut it
pause,
down within
pause,
3
breathe.
seconds.
Just stuck the tip in right
I
there.
shut it down within 3 seconds.
But it's the fact that not only did he
I
walk
shut
off
that
and
down.
throw the armband, but he
Big time.
spit on the badge. He shit
really?
on your badge. He literally like
Did he actually? No, I don't. Did he
Not
actually?
spit,
No, he
no,
didn't
no,
spit.
no,
He
no.
just
figuratively,
put on the ground.
he shit on the badge.
Oh.
He did.
Yeah.
By telling the fans to F off, taking off the shirt, throwing the captain's armband at
bro.
Aubameyang like that.
Guys, like-
bro, that is pathetic.
Who do you, man, who do
cuck
you play
shit.
then, man?
Cuck behavior.
Who do you play? Because it's one of yeah, you know
Mendoza
I
or
love
like Torreira should be your starting
inexperience.
midfield three every game.
No, it's
Hey,
tough,
you
man.
know who's inexperienced? Scott McTominay.
He has to
Look
play,
at him
man.
now.
Yeah, look, man, I don't know. I'm
Herrera.
fucking like this team. We need major surgery, guys.
No,
like
I don't
everyone,
think so. No, I think you need a center back
A center mid.
and a
guys. We
and
need
a
like
center
7
mid.
players.
No, I know,
to
but I'm
compete
saying
A
for
striker, too,
EPL.
because
I'm talking
Aubameyang's
about
leaving.
winning a title. I'm not talking
I'm
about.
saying
leaving.
I'm talking short term. How do
center-
you guys
two
get
center
into
backs,
top 4?
two
you
center
need to
mids,
pick up a center
and a
back
winger.
in January.
A winger.
players
They
in
need a
January.
winger.
No, not January, but like if you
Okay,
guys
yeah.
over the next 2-3
They need
windows,
a winger.
over
They
the
just
next
spent 80 mil on a winger.
over the next 2-3 windows. I'm saying you don't buy a guy who's proven. You buy someone
Hey,
to develop.
you know how you stop the
guy-
bleeding?
Someone,
We've been-
that's someone for depth.
We kinda
But
been
you
doing that,
two
though,
center
now.
backs, 2 center mids,
No,
and if you got chains left over, you buy a winger.
no,
You know what you
Who
need,
you
man?
develop? Not a big
Right
boy
now,
egg. 4, 5, 6 mil.
Stop the
10 mil.
fucking bleeding with a center back like Mings in January. Not Mings specifically. If he can
missed
buy him, but
injuries?
obviously they just got him. But
Is that
a center
what we
back like
need
him,
though, or do we need Koulibaly? No,
Top.
really, it's not Koulibaly,
No.
but like, do we need
I'm saying
like proven?
to get to the proven, you need top 4. If you guys finish outside of top 4 in the summer, dude, it doesn't matter who you buy in. It's not the guy you need because
Dude, look
you're
at
not gonna get you
Sionku.
closer. Look, what,
So Yoku's fucking
that's
that
what I'm saying.
level.
Find a guy like that in January.
But Leicester
who's gonna
weren't
be-
top 4. You know those guys are out there.
Yeah, but like that's
You
what
need
I'm
to
saying.
fucking find him,
Wait a
guys.
Suyuncu. Thank you. You need
Yeah.
to find a Suyuncu in January who will stand next
What's
to
that?
Luis.
What's that going to do about
Dude, it's
Aubameyang and
gonna-
Lacazette's
Dude,
contracts, though?
Okay, that's why you need top 4, bro. Everything for
Hinges.
Arsenal is top
Yeah.
4.
Yeah, you're gonna
Everything
need a
you
striker.
do
You're
now
gonna need a striker.
We're sitting in
is
11th
top
right now.
4,
So,
bro.
you guys,
You saw that photo in
Stop, man.
the
It's
Skype
bad,
call
bro.
in the group
It's
chat.
Son, this is-
yeah.
This is
So
bad.
you guys,
Not a
you
good
guys
place
have
to be. This is bad.
you
Not a
guys
good
have a
place to
certain
be.
situation where you either need to buy 2 $30 or $40 million euro defenders or 1 $80 or 90 million euro.
which is so difficult in
What-
January.
Well, you need to do one or the other.
That's what I'm saying.
Because
Buy
look,
Suyuncu
but
in fucking
if you
January.
do,
We got
if you do
Vidic-
get
we got
one, if you
Vidic
do get
never in
one, if you do
January.
get
And
one,
both those
if you do
guys
get-
were like on the bubble. They weren't like certified.
Dude, they sucked
Everyone
for
saw
6
the talent,
months.
but
They sucked for 6
they
months.
that's who you need, bro.
But-
yes,
but
you'll
if you
get
get
Koulibaly's the
one
ultimate guy
at
you
40
I don't think we're going to do anything about
no, but
it.
if you get one,
That's the
if you
worst
get
part.
one competent defender, maybe from
Just one guy.
Sheffield United, the Blades. If you get one of them,
Lundstrom?
You need someone with feet. You need someone with feet. Lundstrom
you
plays
need someone that can
midfield.
stop
They
the
pretend
fucking
he's
play. Forget about feet right now. You
Guendouzi
need someone that
can
can
stop
stop
the
a play,
play.
stop
Guendouzi
a
can
shot.
stop it,
You need
dude.
someone that can
Guendouzi
keep
can
No
up.
stop
coach is coming in and like doing something different with Mustafi, David Luiz,
Get
and
rid of him.
Socrates.
That's my point.
No coach
Wait,
does, like-
Mustafi's still there? I forgot about him.
Yeah.
He started
Alright, man.
not midweek with the game before.
I'm joking.
Quick
The guy
touches
sucks.
in, guys.
Yeah.
Sheffield 2, Norwich 1.
The Blades.
Blades, as we were saying, seeking that European berth. They lose the clean sheet, man. Teti with a beautiful fucking volley, man.
Yeah,
Half
nice.
volley.
Dude, and he's a defensive-minded center mid.
So
I think
that's
he's a
why I
teammate.
love those goals, man.
Yeah, man. Very rare goal
You
for him.
saw his
Good for him.
reaction, but not enough. Fucking Chris Wilder, Gene Wilder. Imagination, man. Doing the dream.
They're tied for third fewest goals let up.
Dude, their defense... Dude, they haven't...
For a newly promoted team.
Until United, they hadn't conceded more than 2 goals a game, like, all season. Like,
3-5-2,
2 or less.
This is what happens when you play...
3-5-2. I thought it was a 5-4-1. That they
5-3-2
It's
defensively.
3-5-2 because like their fullbacks are so high up the pitch. It's almost like a 3-4-3.
Yeah, and Baldock had a goal and an assist from the fucking...
And they both did. Stevens on the other side is the other
Leicester do that with fucking... We didn't really shout out fucking Ricardo. He was fucking Pereira. He was fucking crazy. Chilwell was crazy.
That's who you need.
We didn't highlight those 2 guys. We didn't...
No, they got Bellerin, bro. Bellerin's fire. Captain material.
Yeah, you're right.
To be fair, Bellerin had a nasty play at the end of the game in Brighton. We slide tackled the guy, got the ball, tried to cross.
Guys, watch Barcelona sign Bellerin and like him win Mad Cups and all that. Like I
like Bellerin.
Who's around him?
Keep him
around him.
It's the center back. Keep him. Keep Tierney. Well,
the question is he going to stay? That's where Arsenal wants to keep everyone. Like, why would they sell anyone?
Just running this shit like a small club.
Guys are going to
don't give a shit about Arsenal, right?
You're right.
League table, which is another London club, Crystal Palace, who happen to be above.
Go on, you Eagles.
Are we not talking
above
about
the guns?
No,
the birds.
We're going to see
flying out of range.
We're going to see at the end of the range.
0-0.
I'll bring it back later.
Crystal Palace 0, Watford 0. Keeping the clean sheets. If you had anyone in the back line, who's the guy?
Everyone had Kelly.
Robert Kelly.
Everyone had Kelly.
I had him on the bench ready to pop in case they got the clean sheet.
Everyone had Kelly except me. But you had Mane, didn't you?
Huh?
So Mane's off and he's in.
Yeah, he'll come in, yeah.
So everybody
A little disappointing for Palace not to get a goal against Watford, but they maintain the clean sheet, man, and they stay high in the fucking table. Top 10, above Arsenal, in 9th place.
Yeah, the hate's going to be there, man. On Watford... again, they fired their manager. They appointed Nigel Pearson, head coach on Friday. He signed a contract throughout the end of the season. So, Watford actually getting a tie was a little bit of a manager bounce. Believe it or not, man, the run they've been on.
Well, Nigel Pearson, if you remember, he started the miracle at Leicester the year before when they almost got relegated. They needed to win like
7 out of 9.
7 out of 9 games just to stay up, and they won 7
crazy.
out of 9 games or 8 out of 9. Crazy run of games, and he was at the thick of it.
Insane.
Highlighted with the ostrich in the sand.
The only thing I remember about this guy,
but
not even that,
he's
it's
kind
the
of
fact that he sits in the stands. He sits in the stands with a headset because he watches the game from a higher level.
Oh, is that just his first game?
No, that's what he does.
Really?
No. He didn't manage this game, but that's what he does. He sits in the stands
every game,
and he walks.
I read that article too.
And he calls down. No, it's not.
That's dope.
There was an article about it when he got hired.
Yeah.
There was an article about it when
he got hired.
I'm just talking about when I saw him years ago. You can't do that.
That's ill, man. You see it bird's eye view.
I know. You see a lot more, man.
I want to be with my team. I want to talk to them. I want to talk to them face to face.
It's aesthetically a different way of watching the game that actually helps you.
Oh, big time.
Like, it gives you an advantage.
You can also have someone else do that, give you some pointers, but I want to be with my team. Emotionally, I want to talk to them. I want to give my energy. Imagine if Klopp was in the stands. Yeah, right. Half of Klopp's game plan is out the window because it's mostly emotional.
Yeah, but Nigel may not be that dude.
Don't you want to be on the sideline, talking?
I do, but Nigel may not. He's a different man than you.
Quick touch. Moving on. Newcastle, Toonami, John Joe.
I didn't get to the question of the day. Who would win a fight? Nigel Pearson or Troy Deeney?
Troy Deeney every time.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, Nigel Pearson's a scary dude.
Yeah, I don't know, bro.
I don't know what Deans, bro.
Healthy Dean. I think Nigel Pearson has the old man strength, crazy. Steel jaw.
Rocky Balboa.
You can't even hurt me.
Deaney's a professional footballer, guys. Who used to?
Nigel still has something left in the basement.
Deaney got prison muscles.
Anyway, Newcastle 2,
bro.
Southampton 1. Southampton go ahead. Danny motherfucking Ings, 9 goals on the season. This guy almost picked up a fantasy because I thought about it. I was going to sell Tammy, pick this dude up.
He's been on fire.
Sucks,
but then Tammy wasn't injured, so I'm glad I didn't do the trick.
If you had one pick right now for fantasy, Iheanacho or Ings, who do you do?
Ings, dude. You kidding me?
I don't know if Iheanacho's...
Ings been on fire, bro.
Yeah, but if Iheanacho
stay in the squad.
If Iheanacho starts...
Dude, we're talking about Newcastle, Hussy. All right? John Joe, Mother Shelby.
That's who you're talking about.
Scoring a beauty of a header, man. Equalizes. Federico Fernandez.
Shout out
late
to
on
Carroll.
win. Shout out to fucking Brucey, baby. Newcastle at 10th.
Damn,
Go
bro.
fucking
This
figure,
nuts,
man.
This nuts. Look, they just
Then,
every
11th.
game 5-4-1. We're just gonna pack it in and play our game. They have a system. They have a philosophy.
Arsenal sitting in 11th, so
You ain't got to bring that up for the fourth time,
they
bro.
play Monday.
We
I
gotta
know.
let you know, bro.
Brighton 2.
They play Monday.
It's only Brighton.
Do we talk about Brighton 2 and Wolves 2?
You remember that album? We beat Brighton
Yeah.
3-1. It's
Dude,
only
I'm
Brighton.
fucking
Don't
pissed,
get
dude.
gassed, man. It's
Don't-
only Brighton,
Bro,
man.
you
this
do
is-
get gassed over that. Like, what? That's not the worst
Yeah,
deal.
Brighton went over to the Emirates and started dancing, Millie rocking in
Yeah,
the Emirates, bro.
that's Brighton, man. And look, you'll have your games where you take the L's. All right,
It's given.
They already have.
Given.
They already have.
Yeah, and I know
It's a given. We are shit against the small teams. We are
Okay.
big team. We're a big team.
Where's the
Big-
consistency?
Big game team.
Wouldn't
All
you
right, Man
rather win
United.
all the small teams than the big team
I don't know.
because
Talk to
there's more
Frankie
games?
Lance about that. Talk to Frankie Lance about that.
Look, Brighton
Yeah,
2,
Slide, bro.
2-2.
Wolves 2. Go on now.
Yeah,
Okay.
all the goals in the first half. Kind of annoying if you had any Wolves players.
Right, expecting
If
like
you
a
had
6-3.
Jimenez, if you had fucking
Jota.
Patricio, if you had Jota, good on you,
You're
man.
happy. Yeah, you're
And
happy.
he
if you
scored
got Jota.
twice.
Did you have Jota?
No,
course
Yeah.
But
I
I mean,
caught him out last year too. Damn it!
Maupai, man, was it 2 games now?
Fuck.
yeah,
Call this
man.
guy
Brighton
out.
scored
Scored
two.
against
Brighton
Arsenal,
scored
scored
2
against
goals.
Wolves.
2 goals in 2 minutes to go 2-1 up.
Dude, I'm sorry, this front three, man. This guy's figuring it out with Pascal Gross, Neil Maupai, who's got like
Dude, Brighton's
good
evolving.
balance,
Okay,
speed. And
Brighton's
I like the
evolving a bit.
teenager,
Aaron Connolly.
Aaron
Graham
Connolly,
Potter.
although he didn't start this game.
so
Did-
Troussard.
Grandpa had more wins at the Emirates than Freddie Lundberg.
Freddie Ljungberg, bro.
So
Let's go, Freddie Ljungberg.
He also disrespectful,
So
man.
about a month ago,
disrespectful.
we got into a conversation, and I said, "Who would you take, Leicester or Arsenal squad for squad? Would you switch it? Forget about Leicester. Would you take Wolves?
Wolves?
Wolves.
Would you take the Wanderers
It's like Raul.
squad for squad right now?
Raul.
Would you just exchange everyone? Aubameyang, Leno,
As a manager too, you putting the manager in there?
No, you're just no manager, just complete squad.
No.
Damn, bro.
I think Arsenal selling our players, our current squad, will get more money
But I
for
feel like
selling
they're
our
more
current
balanced.
players than we do these Wolves players. These Wolves players, I think, will come in and be more consistent as a unit, if that's what you want to talk about. But the resale value on Arsenal's squad, we can sell more. And actually, if we use it smartly,
So
we
would
can
you-
gain more money from that squad than Wolves' squad. And that would be my
So you're
reason.
looking to sell all your team.
Yeah.
You're
basically.
going like FIFA
Ozil's
career
old.
mode right now.
Aubameyang is
Yeah, but no
Asian
one's
out
gonna buy
there,
Ozil.
as nasty as he
Ozil
is.
is not even a buy. That's a loan out.
Fine,
No one's gonna buy
Lacazette
him.
again is another look. And
You're
I have to
selling
look at it-
Lacazette?
dude. I'm ready to do a
What?
clear out.
What? You heard it here first.
You know
Sell
why?
Lacazette.
Yeah, you know why?
Meltdown.
But no. Let me
I don't keep
give the
going-
context here. They may not want to re-sign.
They're not going to.
The way the way Arsenal's going right now, they're not looking to re-sign. So what are we gonna do? Here's the alternative, right? To keeping him and fucking loving him, we wait for 6 months. Aaron Ramsey until he goes to Juventus
They got
on a
18
free,
months.
gets paid 400. They have 18 months left on their contract. What I'm saying is, you sell them now. You don't wait for a year and then their value decreases. Everyone's like, yeah, they only got one more year.
Well,
Now you get less money. If you know the way it's looking right now, it's not going well. We may need to consider selling our biggest players to reap the money and restart fresh.
But you did that with Robin Van Persie, and how did that work out for you?
No, we didn't necessarily. We did that because, look, Van Persie wanted to leave for sure, and we did get the
Aubameyang
money
wants
from
to
him.
leave, according to the reports.
That worked out better than Aaron Ramsey. How did Aaron Ramsey work out for us? A player who was playing
there's
amazing
two
and then goes
sides
for
to the
free.
story. I see your point, and I agree that but like with Arsenal's board,
Yeah.
if you sell players, are you guaranteed to get players?
Yes.
Not even
Yes,
of
we
equal
are.
quality to Aubameyang.
Maybe not equal quality, but we're guaranteed to go out and spend that money
I don't-
because
I don't believe that.
Let's
there's
say
a
you-
track record. Go to transfermarket.com, look at Arsenal's incoming players in the past 3 years. We're spending more money. We're not spending it on the right
Let's
people.
say
though.
a team comes in, 35 mil for Aubameyang. Do you sell?
No, that's not enough. In this market, 35? That's
What's the minimum you would accept?
80 for Aubameyang?
No, what'd you guys buy him for? Like 50? 60?
Bought it for 60.
Yeah, so 60. You want
Okay,
you want 80?
That's a
That's
steal.
what
That's a
I'm
steal,
starting at
man.
80. You may be able to talk me down. I'm starting at 80.
Nah, it
given
gotta be
form,
100, dude.
Given the amount
No,
of
it
goals
doesn't.
he's scoring,
It'd be 100.
given the inflation, where we on the
scoring
market.
He
more
hasn't improved at Arsenal.
he was younger
he's
and scoring more in
and
Germany.
He's older. He's not going to get any
He
better.
also hasn't declined at Arsenal either. So he's been the same
He's
world-class
maintained.
goal scorer
Yeah,
he
I
is.
understand,
You know
but
what I
like-
mean? So, fine. If you want to talk me down to 60, 65, cool.
But it's an
you can go for
investment.
that.
If you're like I don't know. The only team I could see you getting 80 from is Barcelona. But any other team you're looking at that, he's a short-term.
Barcelona's not going to buy him for 80. No one's going to buy him for 80.
I don't know, man.
I kind of wish Liverpool came in.
Old, 33.
I kind of wish Liverpool came in
longer into their career.
They offer 40 million plus €1.
Let's get to
just like the Luis Suarez. Just see what happened.
Bunch of assholes.
Let's do transfers, man. When January comes around, plenty of nuggets. We'll save them for then. That concludes the recap. West Ham is the other team left out. They play Arsenal Monday. Predictions.
Go first.
West Ham, man, they're in a diet. They're not doing well right now.
Home, West Ham or Arsenal?
West Ham's home. Yeah. West Ham home. Arsenal away.
1-1 draw.
I'd say 2-1 Arsenal, man.
1-1 draw.
Nah, man, I think this is going to be a draw as well. I agree with Snacks on this one, just because it's an away game.
Yeah. I mean, your home form hasn't been much better, but
yeah, it's because West Ham's been struggling as well. I see 2-2.
2-1 Arsenal. But hear me out on this.
Oh, Christ.
Bayern on the outside, but you also have Maitland-Niles. What if you took Socrates out, put Bayern as a center back, put Maitland-Niles on the right side? So now when David Luiz messes up, at least you have Bayern, who has top-class speed, can recover.
At center back?
Yeah.
Because he'll get turned and rolled by whoever's playing center forward on the
But
opposition.
then you can also have Xhaka.
Who's West Ham after?
You have Xhaka lying deeper.
West Ham has Sebastian Haller. The dude's like 6'3", 200 pounds.
Oh, yeah. No,
he's rolling Hector Bellerin at center back all day, dude.
But then you can also man mark. You can have Xhaka just man mark him all game.
I'm telling you, with that back line, man, there's only so much you can do as a coach. You can try to manipulate it this way and that way. Those guys have to show up and have a good game. You have to try
something.
You do have to try something, but playing Hector Bellerin at center back, I don't think is the answer.
That's not the answer, bro.
All right, guys. News around the world. What we got? Other games. Juve lose 3-1. Lazio.
That is huge.
Mamma mia.
Huge.
They go up 1-0. Cristiano scored the opener, and then they concede 3 unanswered goal. Milinkovic-Savic. Hope you guys saw this game, saw the highlights, something at least.
Baller.
Fucking beautiful first touch, half turn volley, ridiculous goal. That's the guy that Jose is kind of looking at. Woody.
Looking at him.
That's why you're trying to bring this guy in, scoring world class goals against top opposition.
I wonder when the last time
and making it look easy.
Juventus had that type of defeat. I can't even think about that.
Yeah,
man. They lose games here and there.
In Serie A, 3-1 defeat. Like, when was the last time you saw something? Usually it's like a 2-1 or a 3-2.
Yeah,
1-0.
But 3-1.
Well, that lead sees them drop out of first place. Inter Milan up to first on 2 points. Fucking Conte, man, with Snacksy's favorite boy Lukaku.
How do you do against Roma this week? Got shut down by Chris Smalling.
Yeah.
Shut down. He knows all his tricks. He knows his tricks. That's why.
Chris Smalling linked with Arsenal. Oh, so sad.
Kick the ball out wide with your heavy touch. Go to wide and try to cut back in. Sit in the box, wait for the ball to get out from 12 yards. You want to talk about someone who scores outside only inside
you win this week, Snacks. I'll see you next week.
The never-ending debate continues.
For sure, man.
Barcelona 4, Mallorca 1.
5-2.
5-2? It wasn't 4-1? Oh, I thought I saw 4-1. 5-2. Luis Suarez is goal.
Thought you saw.
Luis Suarez, man.
Bro, the back heel.
Did you hear what he said after? He's like, yeah, that's my best ever goal.
Yo, that goal was
Messi
insane.
on the hat trick, Suarez scoring career goals.
Look,
I love that Luis Suarez is still fucking with it, man, because last year...
Griezmann scored one, too.
Last year, even the year before, he was kind of like, is he fading, getting older?
He's 32 years old, man.
Last year, he looked tired, which is... Dude, you guys have been flying at a ridiculous pace for years.
If you're a striker and you're still scoring goals, you can play until you're 38. Remember Diego Forlan? You was at Atletico for a long time. Henrik Larsson. Henrik Larsson. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, he just re-signed.
More goals after 30.
He hasn't signed yet. He announced it's December 15th. Where do you think he's going?
I think he's going to Sweden. What was it? I can't think of his home for the...
I thought he was going to AC Milan, he said.
I saw that link.
So
I don't believe it. I think he's going to Malmo.
They talked to him about like Ronaldo joining Juve, and he was just like, yeah, I mean, like that's cool and all, but like I'd rather join a team that's building towards something like that. I think he's going to Napoli.
Dude, Luis Suarez, for what it's worth, has managed over 20 goals in each of the last 5 years. Still at Barcelona. That's just in the league. At least 20 goals. 21 last year, and people were questioning.
He had a bad year.
Still back 21 goals.
Yeah, but half those games are just sitters for Barcelona with the people that he's surrounded with when they're double marking Messi when he's wide open? I mean, like,
dude,
look, is he still one of the best strikers in the world? Yes. Is he still maybe top 3? That's debatable, but he's still top 5.
And you say the same about Lukaku and Salah and Mane. If that's your attitude about it.
No, I don't think it's as easy for Lukaku at United as it was for Luis Suarez at Barcelona.
It wasn't, because they were completely different teams at different times.
That's what I'm saying. Where you're saying Lukaku, but I think it's easier for Suarez to score goals with Barcelona. Because, you guys want to have so much emphasis on Messi? That's fine. I'll be over here, too.
Suarez wasn't the only one with a backheel goal. Kylian Mbappe, the connection from Di Maria to Mbappe.
That was so nice.
He scored a nice spinning backheel, man. This kid just continues to show growth. Scary potential here. Messi also won his 6th Ballon D'Or. One-upping Cristiano Ronaldo. I know a lot of Ronaldo lovers felt a little bit tight, a little bit.
Yeah, I was pissed, man. Dude, he deserved
got robbed when Modric won it, right?
You can't even I'm a Ronaldo guy. Bro, he scored 50+.
If he had 51, he would have beat Liverpool. But, Virgil van Dijk, who's also in that complex, shut him down.
Yeah, he was his team was better, but overall, Messi is a Ballon d'Or. He's the best player in the world.
In that second game,
the Ballon d'Or is for the best player in the world, and Messi's still the best player in the world because no one's scoring 50 fucking goals a year except him right now.
What and like we become numb to Messi, I feel like. And to Ronaldo.
It's standard stuff now.
Yeah, it's just like, man, this is what he does. This man's scoring free kicks. I mean, he's
Kylian Mbappe is
passing.
the only like young up-and-coming guy that looks like he's going to replace... Like, Neymar was supposed to be that guy.
And I think that's too much pressure on Mbappe, dude. I don't see Mbappe doing what Messi did. I know what you're saying. He's supposed to be the... but it's...
Well, if he comes to Liverpool, yeah. No. Anyways, so I feel like I was hosed at the beginning of the year. Because
you were
at La Liga... Barcelona, Real Madrid, I want a little shake-up. Atletico Madrid has Felix. They got Trippier. They're looking all good. And yet, again, they don't score goals. And they're in 6th place now. They're 8 points out of the top. Come on, Atletico Madrid. Come on.
Yeah, you know what? You know what?
His message, man.
No, what we didn't take into consideration is look how many players went in. Whoa! Look how many players. Sorry about that, folks.
Oh my god!
How many players came in and out of Atletico Madrid this past summer?
At least 10 each.
Yeah, so that's what I think we're seeing. I thought, and I was one of them who thought they'd hit the ground running because they're preseason. But because their preseason form was ridiculous.
I think it's actually the 3 options that they have up top: Morata, who since leaving Real Madrid has been actually no since leaving Juve, since leaving Juve, he's been super shaky. You got Felix. You got Felix, who's such a young kid, and he can't really put all the pressure on his shoulders. And then you got Costa, who is old. He's aging. He doesn't suck. He's aging. And
last season he had 2 goals all comps last
season. And right now he's just been unpredictable with his form. So
and he's injured right now, isn't he?
If you look at those 3 options right there, that's where they're having trouble in my mind. Because if they had Griezmann instead of Morata and Costa, and you put Felix and Griezmann together, it's a different situation.
Well, they've lost less games in Barcelona, 1 more than Madrid, only 2 losses, but they have 8 draws.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It's how many of those draws could Griezmann have swung the other direction? I mean, because, dude, in Spain, it's fucking tight this year. Until recently, it was 5 points between 1st and 7th.
And you know what? Karim Benzema,
it's separated a bit.
Benz keeps doing a damn thing, guys. I mean, this guy,
man, he's unstoppable right now.
I mean, he's involved in 16 goals for Madrid this season in La Liga. Whether it's, I believe it's 11 goals, 5 assists. So
even more in the Champions League.
Dude, this guy, I'm not saying he's filling the Ronaldo void. I think everyone has stepped up in responsibility, but he's the dude. He's the dude. Over Hazard, he's the point man.
He's got 11 goals.
He's the guy that they go to, and you got to give him his props, man, because of the France debacle that happened with the national team, people kind of sleep on him. Because he's been at Madrid for a decade, we kind of overlook greatness in that way.
He's a legend.
He is, man.
Dude, he's got 11 goals, 1 less than Messi, who cheats, so it doesn't really count.
I can't believe that. I can't believe Giroud has a World Cup, but not
Hussy, just wait 3 seconds and hold that thought, man. Just hold that thought.
So rude, man.
You guys weren't waiting all year. All day. All year.
This guy won on speed.
Before we move on,
dude, hold on. Benzema's got 11 goals, 5 assists.
Yeah,
so that's the same amount of assists as Messi, just 1 goal less. He's putting up Messi numbers right now as it is.
Bundesliga too, man. Did you want to say something about La Liga?
No.
Real quick, just to slide it in there. Bayern Munich, man. Struggling at 7th place right now, 24 points. Borussia Mönchengladbach leading the league, 31. Played against each other. They tied them. Yeah, tied Mönchengladbach. And just when you thought Bayern was gonna creep back up.
Where are they?
They got held down, man.
7th. 7th. Oh my goodness! I love this. I love the shake-up right there.
And Lewandowski's been scoring like a madman.
Bro,
so
30 goals.
It's already insane. It's insane.
30 goals already. He has like 20 in the league.
Take him off the team. They're probably in relegation.
Relegation. Form.
Oh my lord.
Relegation form, bro.
But yeah, we got Red Bull and Gladbach. Did Leipzig? I mean, they got to figure out what Leipzig, whatever. They got to figure out what they're doing with Warner. They got to figure out what they're doing with that guy because, in my opinion, I think they're going to sell him during the summer. And I'm not sure. Liverpool.
He's linked with Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool's definitely in there.
Let me ask you a question. Why is he linked with Liverpool?
Because Firmino can play multiple positions.
What are you talking about? Firmino's a striker, I thought.
He can be a striker, but then he can
plays
also...
a striker.
He plays a false 9, which, if you break it down enough, it'd be like a 4-4-2 with a diamond in the middle, but you wouldn't know that. But anyways, so, the point is, if they get rid of him, I think that young kid that you really like, what's his name? I think... I'm predicting it's just natural... the natural equation of Werner out... Him, Red Bull to Red Bull.
All up in there.
And then
that could happen.
Then up until, let's give him 3 or 4 years, so he's like 23 years old. Then he leaves Germany. But he comes to the other Red Bull team for about 3 or 4 years.
Steps up a little bit.
To really
I like that, man. Guys, let me say real quick.
No. He knocks out Liverpool in Champions League.
Oh, my God.
He comes to United in January.
Let me say this real quick. My man wakes up.
Let's go.
I'm sure
Then Liverpool's in Europa. They're playing fucking Thursdays.
How they play Europa?
It affects the league play. Leicester takes over. They win the league. It's all a fucking part of the plan.
Yo, the listeners must be ripping their hair out right now. I made a mistake. Borussia Mönchengladbach beat Bayern Munich 2-1. That was the big result over the weekend. So sorry about that. This tall dude Thuram, man. They got a tall Thuram. Huss, you'd love him. He's 6'4", he's fast, strong.
Bolo, man, that guy's a baller.
Up your lane, bro.
Dennis Zakaria guy at the 6.
Zakaria, man.
And just so we all know, I'm not sure. Did we ever bring up how Klinsmann is now the Berlin manager? Hertha
Berlin, yeah.
Nope, we did not bring that up.
Okay, well, anyways, he got the job a couple weeks ago. Said he's going to try to replicate what Klopp has done at Liverpool.
Legend.
Nice.
Klinsmann's a legend.
So, I mean, that's out. Sorry to tell you, but he can't come to Arsenal now.
I don't want him at Arsenal. I don't want him. I don't want him.
Before we close out the show, as I called out at the beginning, it's the last month of the decade. So every week until January 1st, I want to bring up a special topic regarding the decade for the Premier League. This week, I want to bring up the moment of the decade. This is the one that you think defines, whether it be your individual club or the league in general, just a moment that you saw, you were like, holy fucking shit. I'm going last because I introed the topic. You decide amongst yourselves what the
for me, that's easy.
I already know what you're going to say.
And it's Tom Cleverley winning the Premier League, playing starting center mid for Manchester United.
What year was this?
Fucking 2013. One of the most shocking and unbelievable achievements in footballing history. No, I'm kidding. Although that was a miracle that Tom Cleverley was
Sir Alex,
it was Sir Alex football. I want to say the Aguero goal in the commentary from
I figured that was like
Anthony Taylor. I forget what the commentator is. Martin Tyler. That I want to say that if it was not for Liverpool winning. I mean Liverpool. What am I saying? Sucker.
If it wasn't for who, man?
If it wasn't for Leicester winning the league in 15-16, I think that stands out above anything I can think of as far as magnitude against the odds. Like it ticks every box for me as far as why it stands out and why it's like it's a flashpoint, it's a meteor, it's an explosion. Like
I agree with you 100%. You got to bring up the Manchester City moment when they first won the EPL in a long ass time.
That'd be it for me.
But
it's 50 years. The commentary was huge. Dude, the 4-3 last minute.
The storylines behind that. The
last day tied on points. Goal difference.
But beyond that,
it's ridiculous.
It's also
the streak of
wins.
It's
not only that, but it's also they just got the
billionaire,
the US involved. Now everyone that's Premier League.
US got who involved?
They got the US involved, like TV rights.
Oh, it's so
now not only did you get the US behind this one game, but now look at how many people in the US actually follow Premier League over any other.
League. The States is all Premier League.
Exactly, and it really started in that era with Manchester United really. At the end of their domination,
it's been around for a while,
City
but there was a boost for
that
sure.
moment.
Dude, if
that is literally if there was a soundtrack, if there was a soundbite for Premier League, if there was a soundbite, it would be Aguero. And I think it's too easy to say for all of us because that answer it's an easy answer. It's moment, it's Aguero. Actual whole moment, it would be Leicester winning.
That is a sleeper pick for me.
So it's the moment that they clinched the title with a game left to play.
Right?
Whatever it was that moment, like the moment itself. You can't separate it. It's a personal moment. It was a social moment.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's between those two. You could even say Vardy beating Van Nistelrooy.
Look, I got a sleeper pick, and obviously it's a homer pick.
When Wenger retired.
Yeah, the retirement of Wenger, man. Because we had 10 years of greatness and then 10 years
That's
of
the biggest moment of the decade.
I think as an honorable shout, like I said, it's like a sleeper sort of pick, right? If you're looking at
very objective.
Two different this is a homer pick. This is a straight up homer pick. I said it. I brought up the other examples before. I also stop trying to shit. Oh, me get my finger shit out right here. Look, man, it's rare that we see managers who have that much tenure. And that was one of the last managers we saw who's going to be at a club for 20 years.
It'll never happen again.
He was there, I think, 23 years or something crazy like that. So that for me was a personal moment. I was like, wow, dude, like that kind of defines a decade. It's like, all right, now like Wenger's done. Like that's 2010 to 2020. Or 2019.
Yeah, I mean, on that note,
it's one of those.
This isn't my moment, but like I could, like Sir Alex retiring after the 20th, like leaving on a title is just like it's storybook.
Yeah.
Stuff.
So Fergie also retired within this decade, right? So like seeing those are two of the EPL's arguably greatest managers of all time. You know, like.
But
if you want to have the last, I could even say when Luis Suarez bit.
Was that this decade?
At Chelsea.
That was the gaff of the decade.
But I mean, but again, that's a moment. I'm like, what? Wait, because fighting, whatever, the
racism shit, whatever.
But I'm just like, biting? Yeah. Really? You bit him? Who bites? Who bites after the age of 6,
dude,
or 5 or something? It's just like in a fight, like if you're desperate, like
that's why I love South American players.
My moment though, and I'm so disappointed in all of you except Huss because this one's gonna hurt Huss especially. The Gerrard slip, man. I know Tiki would have said that. That for me is.
See, I was the only one objective here, man. I'm trying to pan to the fans.
What were they, 7 points clear in December or something like that of winning the league?
Could have been 20, didn't matter.
They just had to get a draw. They had the draw. It was like late in the game, and then Steven Gerrard gets the ball, turns, takes a slip, and Demba Ba. The rest.
Well, yeah, I mean that's obviously the biggest moment of that. But you could even say the red card that he had against Herrera.
Get the fuck out of here, man. It's not even comparable, man. Both of those teams were out of the title race. Neither of them. I mean, like because it was Gerrard's last game against United, sure, but like you can't. It's
a major moment.
Losing, like your last game against your bitter rivals, sure, but like losing the title on arguably like the final day of the season. It wasn't the final day, but it was like at the end
we lost it to like Crystal Palace 3-3 or something.
It was just a defining. Look, it's a moment that sticks out.
Yeah, of course.
I think we like all went positive. Snacks went with the negative, like Liverpool losing. Which is absolutely hilarious.
No, see the thing is, Snacks thought of the answer before he thought of the question. He was probably just one day thinking, how can I base that question around this?
Every topic I have scheduled for the next month, I've had an answer before I got the question worded.
Oh, great. Can we have some restrictions so we don't all say the same answer?
Sure. I mean, just don't be boring and pick the homer.
I feel like it was too easy with the Aguero and the Leicester.
I didn't pick Aguero. I didn't say Aguero.
No, I know that, but everyone else did. I like the effort, but we just need a better question.
Any breaking news, guys? Just quick reminder: Brendan Rodgers did sign a long-term deal to Leicester City. Yeah,
what, 25?
Hear that? Yeah. So he's committed for anyone who potentially wanted him. Any other breaking news, fellas?
Nothing. Just before we close out, we want you, PFC Nation, to get involved with these. Right in the Facebook group chat, tweet at us, tweet at Podcast FC Show, or on Instagram, DM us. We want to hear what you guys think of the decade, because it's been a fun decade of Premier League football. So we want to see what you guys have to say.
But don't say Aguero. Don't say Leicester.
But next week's a different topic. Next week's going to be a different topic.
Cool.